That's on.
That gin got chocolate very more, was it? None.
Yeah, you got more, haven't you?
Ah, I don't think so.
I thought you farted in there the other day.
I think there's any left. Oh.
Do you want me to have a look?
Just get me water, will do. Water, will do. That's full of chocolate and milk. Cut my nose on it, that little cut. It's cold, isn't it? It just yells a lot of people on. They've been on all night or something. Fucking hell. Come down, there's 20,000 people. Graduating 4. That must have been last night. So I'm not, am I on real now, or is it? I'm lost.
No. Hey, Freedom.
Right, starting at the top. Paul Cresswell, how do Brian? Doing really good. Well, good evening. I've been watching the racing. How's yourself? Yeah, really good. Rich T. Biscuit, 78. The Eye, thank you very much from America. Welcome to the show, my brother. Freedom, good racing today. The Eye again, Paul Creswell. Paul, are you okay, mate? Weather's been shit today. Got a little bit of sun this morning, about the 300 seconds in it. Let me see, Paul Creswell, Rich Biscuit. Andrew, how's yourself? Yeah, I'm good, Andrew. Thank you very much. Andrew Williams, Freedom. Hope you're okay. Both of you, Freedom, are you okay? Jump, but he was just keen. I don't know, focus on myself. Cartman, hello, Cartman. Are you okay, brother? Making the dinner. That's where you under the fucking, he's under the thumb. I've got mine in there, and she's like, you don't have spaghetti bolognese already. Well, I'm on here working. Get off and spaghetti bolognese. She makes it. She got a special one last night in Tesco. It was expensive and almost 20 quid. Got it, give me the runs this morning. It was fucking horrible. Went right through me. It was fucking too rich. I like the mince one or Cheetos, but I can't eat it. And anyone else with arthritis, you shouldn't eat any tomatoes. You couldn't get between potato and tomato there. You shouldn't eat tomatoes if you've got arthritis, because what it does, it sends water to your hands, it swells your hands up. So when the juices go into your hand and your body, it sends a mechanism like as if you've got more arthritis, so it swells your hands up like balloons. Really, the worst thing in the world is tomatoes and porridge oats. Sorry, wheat, not porridge oats. Wheat. But if you're going to have porridge, get them gluten-free. They're not there. Sorry about him. He's just a baby. He's a little baby, little cunt he is. You can hear me talking down here. As soon as he hears my voice, he's wanting to be near me. He's fucking huge. If you had him playing, but he's only playing. To the attic, well, Eli's like mother hen. Eli, wherever Wolf goes, Eli'll be under the bed with him. Or he's in the kitchen. He's got his own. He's got like a kettle in the kitchen. The dog, the wolf, they've been a baby still. But he'll just come out, you open the gate for him, come out and he'll go, oh, then out. Comes in, runs about, and he'll go, get back in your little house. So open the gate and he just goes straight back in. He's the most easiest dog I've ever trained in my life. He's absolutely beautiful though. He's so loving, but they're so domineering. When somebody comes near, he goes berserk. When Bobby comes near me, he tried to get Ben Span last week. Fucking tried to bite him. He's like, fucking teeth on him. And then the cats, Eli fucking loves everyone, but he doesn't like anyone. He won't let Emma on the bed. He'll get Emma on the bed. He'll jump when he can't get up, he's too big. He's that heavy. So his legs are too small to get on the bed. So we have to grab him. I grab his tail like that, back of his tail and pull him up. It's like Multi on the bed. Then he'll do this to her. So that with his head until he rolls her off the bed. He can roll the whole of her off the fucking bed. She goes mental with him. She'll wake up. She's on the floor. He's rolling off the bed. He's so strong with his neck. He'll back at her. He starts biting her bum, like nipping her to get off. Catman, yes, racing lady. Hope you're okay, racing lady. Phil Summer. Brother lad, you okay? Brother, hola, amigos. Hello, hola, amigos. Jamie, the Vaseline boy. The Vaseline king. The Vaseline kid. Fucking hell, what a weirdo. They said I'm lying about my story, so I've had about 8 people today. I'm from Teesside who know me went, Brian, it's in the papers, it was in the fucking news at 10. He said the whole place was right. And the thing that makes you laugh is he said, one lad who I know, a friend of mine said, I've got the book, like the first book he did and the other books you've done. He said, but the thing is, he's even put it, there's a resurrection of Brian Cockerill book. So he must be making, he already knows it's true because you've given the story. So that book, he's put it in that one. He's just a fucking pure. Somebody said he's absolutely a mental patient. He's definitely got, he's fucking got, whatever he's got, he's fucking totally mentally deranged. He can't stand anyone saying anything about Paul Sykes. He's in love with a dead fucking corpse. A man who was a fucking pure rapist to children in jail, and his own wife used to do it to him, bring men home and make them have sex with her and watch him and that. He's fucking violent. He's supporting these type of people. And I'm saying, look, he was a wrong man. And he's going, you weren't even around. 1988, you weren't even around. He's talking about 1988. I went, you were only 4, you were 3-year-old, 4-year-old. You weren't even in school. You don't go to school to your 5-year-old, 6-year-old. For 5-year-old, isn't it? I think you go to school. I think you might go a little bit earlier now, the infants. But you didn't used to go to school in them days. So he was 4-year-old and he's telling me stories about Paul Sykes. You never fucking met him. He's going, hey, Paul, how are you doing? At his grave. As if he, like, he just seen him a couple of weeks ago. See you later, be old pal. And he's got another one called Dennis Flint, who's been dead. Who was another pedo for the BBC. 100% pedo. He called him the Hugh Hefner of England. But we all know what Hugh Hefner was like, didn't we, with all them young lasses? Fucking 80 of them in a room. And he'd shout, Sarah, can you come in again? And they'd have to do whatever disgusting things to him. Fucking old man, about 80-odd-year-old, pure pervert. How they let him get away with that in America, I just didn't understand it. Alberto, 1, 2, 3, you're looking good. Can't stand anything to do with any kids being touched up or fucking anything to do with women being raped or anything like that. It makes my blood boil. My brother got raped as a kid and he took his own life when he was 38. He was raped in Memsley, I think it was called, home for young offenders. And he got raped off another paedophile. So when he was later on, he left a letter when he was 38 and hanged himself and told him he couldn't handle it no more with what happened to him as a kid. Fucking terrible. He put him on heroin and everything to us. And that's why I don't take the piss out of people or people in the street who selling the bodies, because you don't know what their story is. You don't know how bad they've had it. But he just does it for the glory of himself. He'll do anything mentally. He's fucking totally mental. So did another video today and I said he just looks like a complete raving fucking lunatic. I honestly think my friend's been a psychologist 27 years and I showed him about 6 videos. He went, that's the telltale signs of a sociopath. Can't admit his own when he's wrong. Telltale signs of a sociopath when they can't say, look, I'm sorry, I never ever apologise. And it's also the tales of a sociopath, a narcissistic sociopath who's all lately worked. He said, when I did my books, I talk about the subject. When poor Gary Fairby was on, God bless him, he got asked about 20 questions, maybe 30 questions on the Sean Atwood show. And every time Sean asked him a question on the Wild Man, he would jump in and start talking. But he never knew Gary. He never knew nobody from Newcastle. He never knew 5th grade. He never knew. So he's telling the stories, what we've told him about me and Terry and people like from Newcastle have told him. But how can he be an authority on these stories when you were at school? You were in a little school. Some of them, like I say, 1980 odd. The Braves first started in 86, I think 85. You weren't doing nothing. You were no one. You were at school. So how do you know these stories? Because you've got them off second-hand, third-hand, 20-hand, 30-hand down the road of pub stories, and we all know pub stories. Me and them have been out in a pub. I've knocked 3 lads out. By the time I've got to two towns away, or 20 mile away, to someone, oh yeah, you knocked 10 lads out, right? What the fuck, just he said, she said, oh, I should have to. They all just put them. See what it is. Some people you get gobshites like him, like Coronation Street women. Oh, there's something going on here, and so they had their little bit on the. Oh, Ethel seen Betty in such and such's house, and then the next one will be Ethel seeing Betty in such and such. There was a man with her. And then the next bit will be Ethel seeing Betty in such and such's house, the man with her, with a young boy. It just goes on, stories and stories and stories. It's called fucking Chinese Whispers. I remember being in the army cadets. I was about 14, I think. I was in there since I was 12 to 14, so we had to say something like, I think there was about 8 of us in the room, and it was 2 enemy tanks were on the hill. Get the bazooka out, something like that. So by the time it got from there, it was, there's a bazooka, need a tank. That's all left from that, for 2 enemy tanks on the hill, get the bazooka out. It said, it said something like fucking, get a bazooka or something. Never mentioned the tanks, so just that, what they were teaching us there, was shows you how easy it is to miss, when in a war. Kev Kelly talked with this and his brother, he was in the SES. He said the most important thing in war and strategy is communications. You've got to get the communications across. So the SES, before they had a war with Iraq and Iran, Iraq and Afghanistan, they paratrooped into there, went in, was undercover like locals, because they talk the same, they've got the same accents, the skin's tanned the same and everything. So they became people that worked there as if they were like real infiltrated in the infrastructure. And that's what they've done. He said, and what they've done is they found out where all the communications were, the boxes were where they could phone each other up, and they blocked them all off, like about 25, 30, 40, 50 mile radius. So if you can't see what's going on, you phone up and you can't get through. If you don't know what's going on, so that's what they've done. They did it. That was the best thing to do. Knock out the communication boxes. The best fighting force in the world, the SES. I've been arrested by the Quds a few times. Not the ones who are in it still. The ones who've been ex-ES, and then they become top police officers. Like police officers. I remember getting nicked by one in Colby Newham. It was for the armed robbery of the black lad who was bringing drinks from Nigeria. And I got off with it, and he couldn't pick me out the line. And this cop, I was speeding down the road with my mate, and he pulled me over. He went, "All right, Brian." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah." And pulled over, give all my details. I went, "Yeah, no problem." "Are you ex-army?" He went, "Yeah." I said, "What? Yeah, SES." I went, "How did you know?" He's Irish. He was alright, he had a big moustache on him. And he was in the squaddy car, and he said, "Wait there, big fella." So I sat there in the car, I was with my mate Flake, sat there. Next minute, he says, "Here, have that badge." And it was a badge that big. And it was a pig, a little pig, with a police uniform on it, with the gun in its hands. So he said, "That proves you've been arrested by the armed response." And he ended up giving it to my friend, Mary Lancaster, from that article, because she said badges. Be worth a fortune, that badge. Yeah, fucking give me a badge, the armed response fucking bloke. He was alright with it in the end, because he knew I had fucking bottle. He knew what I was like. He was okay. But you could tell the way they walk and the body language, you can tell they're all ex-army by that military style they've got. Once you've got that military style reformed into a military style command type thing, you've got it all your life. They'll probably get up in the morning the same time of day, clean the shoes, get this done, brush this, brush that, do that, but everything in sections, make all the bed packs, and they're like that for the rest of their life. They all always like that. Rumours travellers faster than I thought. Yeah, I like that one. But I like that one. Rumours. Yeah, I like that. That's that saying. He goes, "Can you do me a favour?" He went, "Oh, a favour can kill you quicker than a bullet." Emma's favourite saying that. A favour can kill you in Carlito's Way. If you've never seen that film, it's marvellous. He's trying to get out of the he's been in jail, he's got out. Done a lot of jail. He's with this Kate, they call her. I remember her name. And he's trying to get back with her because she's a stripper and all that stuff, but he loves her. And he wants to change his life and get the fuck out of it. So he's trying to save money up. They're dragging him back in. And the thing is, they're dragging him back into a fucking situation where he's going to be back in with trouble. It's really, really good. You've got to watch it. Carlito's Way. Not over to Edford, the other one. I was getting mixed up. Yeah, it's really good. He does a snooker trick. Fucking class. Yeah, loads of ball. It was in Scarface. Fuck do they call him? Useless neighbour faces. Yeah, so my mate said he shows all the signs of a complete sociopath. It's always got to be about him. So if you write a book about, say, the Roman soldiers, going, yeah, and I did the woman, and I did this, and I did that, and I did it all. I did, I, me, I. He just loves narcissistic, sociopathic tendencies, and loves to hear his own voice talking. But people have, mainly women, go, oh, he's get his fucking voice off. He was on stage when he got the mic off me, and when we were in Bishop Auckland, went, fucking Brian the fucking mic. They were screaming at him, fucking screaming at him on the stage. He went, I've never been so excited all my life. I've never been so excited. What was it? I've never been so insulted in all my life. And he walked off and minced off like a little woolly wolf. Little woolly wolf went off the stage and you woofing, woof, woof. Likes Basil Brush, a bit of Basil Brush, boom, boom. Basil Brush, boom, boom. Joke you can get bored making and you can't now. Laugh out loud. I was playing ping pong with him. I've only crank already here under a different name. Well, that's it already. I knew he would be. He's addicted to Brian Cockerill and his wife. He's addicted to the Cockerill fucking the Taxman channel. He can't get no views on his own, so he sits on there. How did I do it? I wish I could be like Brian. I know what I'll do. I'll start putting stuff on my face. I'll start dyeing my hair the same colour as him. I'll wear a tracksuit like him. I'll wear a pair of shorts like he does. I'll pretend I'm the taxman. Because I've pretended for the last 15 years on Paul Sykes. I've actually watched his documentary over 132 times, he told me. This was 4 years ago. So it's probably up to 160 times. That's somebody with really bad. That's somebody with really bad. What's the word I'm looking for?
What were you saying?
No, tell me.
What was I going to say? Do you know
somebody
that?
with really bad. He can't be happy in his own shell, so he has to be a different person every other week to change his persona from one person to another. Because when he looks in the mirror, they don't like themselves, so they change what they are to try and make themselves feel better.
I got all stuff for Cockerill hairs, right? And you know what kind of mints they've sent me? I'm filming. What kind of mints? Apartments.
Doesn't matter. So what happens is when they look in the mirror, these narcissistic personality disorder people, I've studied them for years. I know what they're like, and they're not everyone have got the same traits. They always have to be me. It has to be their way or the highway. They can never say, "Look, I'm sorry, I was out of there." They can never apologise to anyone, and they can never ever be themselves. They always have to keep changing. So they can't be in their own, not happy in their own skin. So they start bullying other people. So they put the grief off themselves. And they're taking the stigma off themselves by bullying someone else, and they get the buzz off it because they see that person in pain and crying and upset, and it makes them feel big and powerful and important. But when it comes to like having a fight with a man, none of them have got any bottle. They're all fucking shit houses. They run like a fuck. And nearly every one of them are little fat greasy cunts or little turds like about fucking 4 or 5, 6 stone. Don't even weigh 6, 7 stone. They're all that type of size because they've been bullied at school off kids. So they get their own back on other people by bullying them on here. Because no one can see who they are, especially when they keep changing the fake accounts. So that's what a boring fucking life. Just because you got bullied as a kid, to be a bully when you get older is just a fucking pathetic. With hidden agendas, who know who's a real life, yeah. Great film, yeah, you're right. It was a great film, mate. He did another one called in Scarface. You've all seen that, and he's in The Town. That's brilliant. The Town's absolutely brilliant film. Absolutely brilliant. Top actors in that film. And there's a massive shootout in it. A massive shootout there. It's fucking brilliant. In the street, fucking big off. I think they're like M16s or something, machine guns. Fucking brilliant film that. A big massive shootout with the LAPD. Yeah, it was good. Then Goodfellas was a good film. That was really good. That was a true story as well. It was a good one. And the other one was a good one where Robert De Niro was in, where he was a bus driver, but he wasn't a gangster in this one. He was a bus driver. He looked after his son. He wanted his son not to be a gangster. And he says, and he's called Sonny in it, the bloke. And yeah, it's funny. It's really funny. It's a great funny film as well when you watch it. The original Scarface was made in 1933, I think, the very first one. That was a good film. I like the old gangster ones from them. If you go back to like James Cagney, Angels with Dirty Faces, and you go back to films like whether in the old days it's black and white, and the fucking marvelous. They're so more interesting. The characters are so more real because the acting, you just don't think they're actors. You think they're real gangsters. They're that good at acting. The 30s and 40s and 50s actors were miles better than the ones in the 70s and 80s. Total different era. That was the golden era, 40s and 50s of acting, the golden era of films as well. Marvelous films they made. What they do now, they're just regurgitating the old films from the old days, but they're nowhere near as good. I mean, King Kong, the original one, I think it was 1933. That was marvelous. The old King Kong was fucking out of this world. It was. And the new one was still good, but that was miles better because it looked so authentic. That's the word I'm looking for, authentic. I mean, as if I'm going to make stories about shooting I was in when I live in Stocks, and people go, he's fucking lying, straight away. But the thing is, he's already written them in a book for me, who was the Resurrection of Brian Cockerill book. He's already put them in there. He's heard all the stories about Speedy and all the stuff. He's had to talk to Speedy's son and everything. So he's trying to pretend there's no such thing as a person called Speedy. He's fucking mentally deranged. I've just been on the phone to Maniac. He went, he's fucking totally mental. He said he's trying to change history. He said, you can't change history. I remember another one. So I said, Maniac, I remember when Kush was in the pub. So what had happened is we had the E and the ecstasy in that area. And it was the Wrecking Crew. It was one of the main ones. He's not here now, he's dead. And he's about 18 stone, about 6'2". Could have a whole bit of a fattish lad. So I've gone looking for him, I'm going to smash his fucking face and I'm going to bash him all over. So I've gone with a couple of lads of Martin before. We've got 9mm, 3 of us. But they've got them, I'll give the lad mine, and I've gone in and have a fight. Looking for him, he said, oh, he's not in, he's not here, Brad. Then there was one in there called Kush. And my mate said to him, travelling lads went to him, call you Kush, don't they? Call you Kushti. Kushti means a good lad. He said, yeah. He said, yeah. He put the gun down his throat. In fact, they shoot him in the pub, shit yourself. And everyone shit himself in the pub and they seen the guns. It was called the Highland Lad, the pub in Norton Village. And that's anyway I had to do. Anyway, I didn't get involved in that bit, so I was waiting for the lad. If he was there and he wasn't there. Anyway, we left. So when we left, later on we got told the lad who was there had been on the E all that night, and he went to fucking bed upstairs because it was a hotel as well. So when he come downstairs, he went, oh, about 6 o'clock, it was about 5 or 10 minutes after we'd been in, he said, fucking had a brilliant night, what a great night last night, fucking off my head, and woke up today, I'm fucking starving, I'm going to get something to eat. You went, you wouldn't have had a fucking great night if they got hold of you 10 minutes ago. He said, what do you mean? Brian Cockell's been in with 3 other lads with fucking handguns looking for you. And you're fucking joking, you ran out the fucking pub, jumped in his fucking car, fucked off. Yeah, he's really got it done, and he said. But it was better doing that because if you'd have actually shot him, you'd probably have to go out and you get nicked and stuff. So when you go in, we used to do, we used to put a thing out and say, we're looking for someone. And what we'd do, and we'd deliberately see the lad going in the bar, and we'd see him going out the back door. So then we'd go in the front saying, there's such and such in here, I'm going to fucking smash his face in. We know he's gone out, but that way's, they went, oh, you just fucking nearly got caught by Lee Duffy and Brad Cock last night. They're looking for you, tell him to fucking come and see us, sort this fucking situation out. Or if I get hold of him, if he doesn't support me or contact me, I'm going to really fucking give him a good hiding. And then 9 times out of 10, you get paid more money off them and sort it out easier. But just pretending you've deliberately known they're there, you could have grabbed them, but you're not going to get no money off them because you know they haven't got money on them. And then you tell them you want paying this and paying that because he went in, he threatened one of my lads who was selling in there. And South Bank threatened one inside that box off as well. We had a rave club there, it was called Kev Islands. Kev Island, yeah, he boxed for England. And these lads ran him over and took his legs off, fucking great lad. And we worked in there, it was called the Grangetown Rave. Now, Grangetown, for about 30 years, was the murder capital of Europe. More people per person were stabbed to death in Grangetown than anywhere in Europe. So it was a murder capital for years and years. Yeah, there was more trouble then days than there is now. There's probably more knives now than there is then, but there was a lot more guns then because the guns weren't illegal. If you got caught with a gun and you had a license, you can get a firearms license. I knew loads of lads who had a firearms license, like for shotguns and stuff. You get them for up to 6 guns once you get one. So I've got my mates and he'd have guns. I used to go on the farm with him and just go shoot. And I used to go shoot with him with shotguns and that. And he used to let me shoot handguns and stuff. And there's a way to shoot. You don't just pull a trigger. There's a special way how you do it. You've got to learn how to shoot properly as well. That's another thing. You can't just fucking go bang, 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 shoot someone. The gun will jump out your fucking hand, especially big heavy guns like magnums and stuff like that. They're really heavy. But the Kalashnikovs are brilliant because there's no re-kick on them. So when you pull the trigger, it's just, that's why all the kids have them in foreign countries. There's no recoil. There's a recoil on a shotgun, blow your fucking shoulder off. But yeah, you've got to hold it in the right position. And I've seen people lose the fingernail fucking when the gun's gone off. Just trying to be clever, all that stupid stuff with the black lads do, all that fucking crazy. Just it jumps out your hand, fucking mental. Capone's hideout. John Warwick. So yeah, we should do that with the Duff. There's more stories going about Duffy. There's the one where there's a gang going up tonight where they try and go and shoot Lee. There's loads of stuff I've got on Lee Duffy because obviously I was with Lee. He's trying to tell me about Lee Duffy, this daft cunt, the take off the little fucking muppet. I knocked around with him like 4 months. I was with him, but I knew him from years on the doors. People tell me stories when he was in jail and stuff, and I knew the stories of Lee Duffy obviously through Mark Johnson. I had a fight with him, and other people had fights with him over the years, and Tommy O had a fight with him for about 20 minutes, and they called it a draw. So I knew about him obviously, and he's trying to tell me about Lee Duffy, how we tax people. I mean, you weren't even there. What you got on about? You weren't even around. You fucking 16 years before it all or whatever. You weren't around. You don't know nothing. What you thought? They were telling me stories. What Lee did this and that. No, he didn't do that at all. I said that never happened. I said it wasn't that jail. It was this jail. He was getting all the jails mixed up. He didn't even know Lee's height. He thought Lee Duffy was 6'4". He was fucking 6'2" and a bit. And his hair used to be a little bit higher because he used to copy his hair off Ducko. Ducko was the best fighter in Teesside. And he had a fight with Lord Lancaster was going to be coming on the show. I was talking to Peter Robert yesterday as well. And he said the stories about Lee are all spot on because he used to look around with Lee. He used to tell Lee off if he got in trouble because he lived right next to Lee. But these other people pretending to live next to Lee Duffy, a lot of fucking shit. Lee lived at the other side. When you go in, Lee didn't live on this side. Someone would say, "Oh, I live next door to Lee Duffy." And I went, "No, he did not," because little Darren Hughes said, "Right now, I used to look at my window, I could see Lee coming in at 4 and 5 in the morning." He said he was getting in one day and he was mortal drunk and was footing off his head, getting in the thing off his head. And he fell asleep with the dog. And it was Laurie Duffy's dog. He fell asleep with the dog on the path in the grass in the back garden. And he was laughing his head off. He said, I got up, went over and put a blanket over him on the outside. So he was telling me the story. He said he lived right across the road from me. I used to see him in and out all the time. So I remember one day he said there was about 7 kids all trying to get a bit of tack and make a couple of joints. And they'd already taxed, I think, 3 key off someone. So he went up to them and went, "Yeah, what are you doing?" He said, "We're trying to get a bit of smoke." Lee, I mean, he's got now, I pulled a 9 bar out of his back pocket. That's like 650 quid with the gear and give it to all the young lads. All about 18, 17, 18-year-olds. They were like, "Are you sure, Lee?" They went, "Of course I'm sure." Then he went from there and he had no scales. So do you remember the old shops years ago where you go in and you used to weigh your food and that on the scales? And how much you want, Mr. Smith? I'll have half ounce of spam or half a pound of bacon or 2 pounds of bacon or that shit. He went, then this pushed out the way. So he said, "Can I get in?" They went, "Oh, yeah, all right, Lee." Everyone let him in. There was about 20 people in the shop. So he's gone to the front. He's got these scales. Like you put stuff, like you put your food on and stuff. And he's measuring the fucking out, the tack. Took the tack, I put it on today tack because when I said 4 kilos of cannabis, I got not a strike. I got said you can't put that in, so I changed it to 4 KEYS of tack because we used to call it tack in the old days, TACK. Got any tack? That was the code word on the phones and stuff. So you couldn't get done for the police. Call it tack, and they say, "What you on about tack?" I say, "I was on about tack. Tack's what you put and sell the carpets. You know, if you got caught, it was an excuse to get off with." So anyway, Lee went and he started weighing all the fucking. He got the 9, cut them up the 9 bars. He's cut them as close as he thought to like an ounce, and he weighed them all into ounces in the shop and the scales. And then he finished with them all. And he said, "All right, and everyone went back in the queue and started getting the stuff weighed again." But he used the scales in the shop. With about 20 people stood waiting. Nobody did dare say fuck all. So he stood there like messing about with the scales and weighing the fucking tack. And I told him, then finally he went, "Oh, it's fucking class, that story. It's class." But he loved the stories when he was with me. But now they're all lies. But how can they be lies when you're going to put them in the book that I've come out with being Lee Duffy and what really went on. So he was going to do the next book with me. But because he was telling lies in the book, I pulled the plug on that and I never said that about Lee. I never said that about Lee. I'll give you 50,000 words and where have you got 70 from? He went, "Oh, just put me on spin on it." His wife said, "Oh, it's good. It's good. I've tested it." I said, "Shelley, you know nothing about tax and drug dealers. You know nothing about fucking guns or knives or fucking taxes or raids or fucking police or armed robberies or kidnappings. You haven't got a clue at all. But you stick to fucking typewriting. Stop talking shite to me." So he went, "Oh, no, what it is, I've done this." I said, "Well, I didn't want to do that. I want the book my fucking way because it's my book, not your fucking book." I said, you're doing it again, fucking changing stories into shit. And that's when I thought, you're a fucking crank, you. So anyway, I fucked him off. That's when I stopped it. And he phoned them and said, if you don't do this book, the argument what Jamie got out of your phone and said from your phone, Emma, to me, I will put it all over the internet if you don't let us do this book. She went, you do what you want, Shirley. You do what you fucking want. You haven't got a clue who I was. I lost my mum at 14 and a half. She said, I've had to bring myself up on the fucking streets and stuff. You know fuck all about me. I said, you fucking hot shot out at Emma. And she went, you're bullying me. You're bullying me. I'm getting the police. I'm getting the police. I went, you big fat fucking turd. Like, she was this big bully in the house with her son and her husband. And as soon as the woman stood up to her, she fucking shit herself. Absolutely shit herself. Started screaming like a little girl. And she did it with Teddy Dicko's 2 kids. Teddy Dicko got his kids took off him. But he lived with the girl for years, but it was about 6 years later. Little Joe and Sky, I know them really well. They got put in a home because the mum was on drugs and drinking a lot. And it was beneficial for the kids. And Teddy couldn't bring the kids up on his own. He was too old for two kids. So anyway, the kids were in a home, but he used to go and see them and talk to them on the phone and stuff. So they only got to Teddy. She must have used the sitting advice bureau's phone numbers, contacted the home where the kids were at. Oh, my name's Shirley and my name's Jamie. I know your mum was a lovely woman. Go with the fucking kids on the phone. We know your dad used to beat your mum up, not putting words in the mouth of the 9-year-old kid and 11-year-old kid. It was either 9 and 11 or 10 and 11. 9 and 11, I think they were. Doing that to fucking kids in a home. Should have been fucking jailed for it. Should have been arrested and charged for that. And saying, your dad's a really bad mum. He used to beat your mum up and abuse your mum and all this. And take all the money off and spend it on drugs and all these things they were saying to the children. You fucking horrible woman you are. You are horrible, you. So then what happened then? She shit herself. So Kendra, who's Teddy's other daughter, the older one, was about 30-odd-year-old. She went, who the fuck do you think used to her? So Tinfoil gave the phone to Shirley. She went, who do you think you're talking to? She went, you. She went, it's you. Her words, she went, I'll punch your fat fucking face all over stuff. She went, on my way now in a taxi. I'll get the police. I'll get the police on you. I'm going to get the police. You're not bullying me. I'm getting the police. Fucking screaming on the phone like a pure bitch. What a shit house. What a big shit house she is. All that talk, it's all blag. It's all blag. You know, the narcissists, they're full of blag, screaming and shouting. You get their husband who are like these weak fuckers that are like weak individuals who get shouted at and bullied because they like being bullied. A lot of these men who are bullied like to be bullied off the wives. So that's what she's a pure narcissistic bully. And as soon as the bully was stood up to her, like we all say on the playground, come back. She Kendra went, I'm coming. She said, you don't have to meet me anywhere. She said, I'm on my way now in a taxi. I know exactly where she lives. She went 26 such and such. She went, I'll get in the police. I'm full of the police right now. I'm getting the police. I'm going to get you locked up. Kendra put the shit up back because Kendra could have Teddy Dicko's fucking daughter. Kendra's a fucking Dixon, you know what I mean? So there's no way she's going to be fucking soft. But doing that to poor little fucking Sky and little Joe, little kid in a home, they lost the mum and then making lies up about Teddy. That's why Teddy hates the country. He fucking hates him. And any one of you, or here, if it was your kid, you'd do the same. You'd never do that. I'd think me, when Tinfoil stood up and saying, I've got a video where your dad's saying he's GAY, whatever. I've got a video when your dad's such and such. You wouldn't do it. You think he's only a kid. You don't want to torture a little kid. But that's what he does. He's fucking vile. So he put her on the phone and Kendra shouted at her and she started screaming for the police. Yeah, coward. But they never phoned the kids back up. That was what Kendra did. What mainly to scare her, to stop her phoning the kids. And what's happened in May with her freedom? Yeah, what's happened in May with her life when I was on. I don't know. Yeah, he was a good fighter. He was just out his depth. Total different league. I think myself, the best boxer for all time is him and the best elusive boxer. He's never fucking been knocked out. I don't think he's ever been knocked down even. Maybe I don't think he's ever had an 8 count in his life. I'm sure he hasn't. And he's the only one. He's had 51 fights, 51 wins. He's got the record. Them last fights, them other ones were fucking good. The one with the I really think it was fixed, that fight. I think they're going to have another one. I think that's why they had the way it went. They left it like that so they could have another one with the Irish cage fighter. McGregor. I know way Mayweather hasn't knocked him out in the ring. Fuck off. He's not even in his fucking league, man. He's nowhere near his league. Totally different. Totally different engine altogether. Mayweather is sat loose. If you can't hit him, he just stands there and he moves around. His hands beating everything. He's 40 on your own. He's still fucking really good. But I was supposed to go with Matt Legg. It was me, Matt Legg, Stephen French, and Mayweather Senior. He was going to be there. And it was at Birmingham. I'm going to meet Rob Holloway because that's where Rob's from. We're going to stay with Rob. And it fucking all went off because of the COVID. Fucking nightmare. But I've just been phoned on the phone today via a massive podcast there, which confirmed I've got the dates and everything. I'll let you know closer to it next month. And it's a massive one. And then I've got another one the month after it. And I've got a few more to do, local areas. So I'm starting to get better now, feeling better, feeling fitter, stronger. We have the technology to rebuild them. I'm getting better. The vitamins in me are starting to work. The training, the proteins, my hand speed, everything's coming back. My face is coming back. My smile's coming back. Everything's coming back. I can feel it all getting better and better. So the bad days are gone now. The good days are coming back again. So all these years you bullied me. What are you going to do when I bump into you, daft cunt? What are you going to do? Just run up the place again. What are you going to do? Like a little girl run like a fuck up the street. You'd be good at sprinting, you. Because every time you have a fight with someone, you just sprint. You just sprint. You'll be beating fucking Mayweather. You'll be beating fucking Linford Christie in the next few years the way you're sprinting. Hit the like buttons, folks. So to get on your own fucking channel and get on there and see if you can get. He put something on like put something on that I don't really watch it at all. I've only seen a few things. I've seen that stupid one where he's dancing. Just looks like a proper. But we all know what he looks like. Ooh, the Vaseline boy. Good that to your skin, isn't it? Torchy, battery boy. Torchy, good song that, Torchy, the battery boy. All right, Timmy B. So, Phil Summer, you okay? Timmy B in the house. Hello, Timmy. I knew that text here would get you on. Come on, Timmy B in the place. Let's kick that body to the base. Yeah, we used to go in the Great Sound Rave. It was rough as fuck. It was all fucking loonies with knives and everything. I was going there, I had a big load of gold, I had a 30,000 pound chain, 36 grand, I think it was. And he had fucking awesome, I had about fucking 100 grand with the jewellery. I was like Mr. T. And he had a 25 grand watch. It was a Beau Gerard. It was the Queen's gold mint, you know, the clay, when she gives the jewellery to them. They were from French, Beau Gerard. And that was the watch I had. 25 grand, very little one. Very light, not them big fucking Rolex was shite. They were horrible, big ugly fucking things. It was really nice, neat little watch I had. It was about 25 grand it was worth. So I had to give all the jewellery, remember, in the place where I was going to fight this Geordie kid. Anyway, he fucking shit himself. He didn't know who I was. I went, that's big Brian Cockerill. I went, oh, I didn't know it was him. Eddie's mate. He's from Sunderland, where he realised. It looked sound like fucking Geordie's done from Sunderland. And he realised it was me. He went, oh, I can't fight you, Brian. And he started doing songs. He was going, big guy Cockerill's in the place, at the front, at the back, rush coming on like a heart attack. Fucking mad he was. He was all right at the end. But he was a big lad, more like a bodybuilder, like. Not a competition one, but like bulked up full of steroids. You okay, pal? Class, Timmy B. You see, bro, I'm on my 36. I've got 24 still out loud. Oh, yeah, I know what you're on about. He's charties. I think you're on about his. Daddy has an old school evening, brother. Freedom. I'd be sick as a dog. I'd be sick as a dog. I don't know what that's about. Listen to me, Bay. Ding. Having a great Saturday. We are having a great Saturday. Alberta 123, Timmy B in the house. Yeah, so telling me about me, what I did. So I'm telling him about Brian Cockerill's story. He's telling me stories about the fucking self. I'm like that, you know, he's got to the toilet. I mean, fuck, my head's busted with him. It was an absolute nightmare. Where I did it with Stephen Richards, and you just sit there and you tell your story. And hey, listen, And you'll think, you'll go, it's all right, you're all right. And he's putting in all the time, so you're telling the story and he's cutting you in half. You think, I forgot what I'm talking about now, like fucking, what the fuck is in these? Oh, just at the time he had a fight with Tommy, and John had a fight with Andy, and Andy had a fight with Lucy Reed, and Denise had a fight with fucking Tracy. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm lost now. So I'm lost. It's taking there forever to fucking do the story. I thought, you only do it to keep me here longer. He had no fucking Billy Nomich. Every time I went to his house to do the stenography, the audio tapes, and he copied off that as well, because I said, when Steve Richards does it, he does it over 16 hours. He was doing it over 12 hours. So 16 hours is still not enough. So I've been doing it now with Lee Wortley for about, I think he's got about 2.5 years with the stuff off me. So that's going to be a better book, because it's going right in depth. He's going to speak to a couple of friends of mine as well from this area. So you've got friends talking about us as well in the day. And it's going really good. But he said he only does a book every 4 years or so, like. And all the top book people only do a book every 4 years, 2 or 3 or 4 years. Kev Kelly said the same. All the top people write books. Don't knock books out every 3 months. How can you write someone who's, listen, how can you write, somebody say 50-year-old or 40-year-old, how can you write 40, 50 years of stuff on just 12 hours of talking to someone? It's not even fucking half a day. It's just half a day. And by the time he interrupts you all the time, it's less than half a day. So there's no way. So what he does, he puts his own spin on. He picks bits out of other books and extracts, reads them, and picks all these books in his house, and he'll read whatever, and take a bit out of that one, take a bit out of Paul Sykes. I mean, he said Paul Sykes, when I got battered in their house and nearly killed me, the cop said, what happened to you, Brian? I said, I fell over. He said, I fell down some steps. It must have been big steps. Well, in Whitby, there's steps of 199 steps from the top to the bottom, where the church is. I said, I fell down the Whitby steps, and the cop went, oh, good answer. Anyway, they were saying, well, just point us in the right direction. I mean, it could be that way, it could be that way, it could be that way, it could be under there somewhere. I wouldn't tell them fuck all. Anyway, they tried to groom me, the cops. They had 2 bodybuilder ones in who could tell the trade. Oh, you're looking good, Brian. I've heard you can lift this. You're the main man. I thought, fuck off, stop fucking sitting, trying to groom me with your bullshit, trying to befriend me. And yeah, I'll be polite. I'll answer the questions about training and stuff, but I ain't answering any questions about anyone. I won't make those statements against anyone. So anyway, when I was in the hospital, they said, if you don't tell us who did it to you, we don't want to operate on you. I said, well, fuck you. Give us my fucking coat back. And I was trying to get into the wheelchair to get off the bed, when you're sitting down getting examined. It was 6 or 7 there, so it was holes all over me, stabbed all over and stuff. Holes all over my head. My leg was all fucking chopped up. But stabbed into my back, stabbed into my stomach, was stitching me up, so never said a fucking word, and he's asking me daft questions about that. I don't want to tell you any questions about that. I said he was asking me about Viv Graham, and I don't want to talk about Viv Graham. I knew what he was up to, because he'd already tried it with Stephen French, asking him about murders, and he was asking people down London about murders. He was asking Terry Dickow if he murdered anyone and other people. So I thought, in my head, I thought, is he working with the fucking cops, this cunt? On my head, and later on, I was right. You get that feeling that, like, when you're in the room, you think, I'm sure they'll record me, because they ask you certain questions that are normal, like, you had a good day to brag. You had a good day today, brag. Yeah, but a great day. Then they'll ask you something like, when was the last time you sold any ecstasy? And I think, what? Straight away you think, what the fuck? Or, what gun's the best gun for shooting someone, brag? If somebody asks you something like that, how do you go, fuck off, you daft cunt. I know you're a copper. I know you're recording me now, you silly cunt. That's what he's like. He gives it away because he's a tit, because he's never been in that real world. He doesn't got a clue how it works. You can smell coppers a mile away, and you can smell people who are working for cops a mile away, because they slip up by asking you questions. But no one would ask you that when you're a copper. Only a cop would ask them questions, and they're asking because they're called agent provocateurs. They're the agent for the police. They put them in safe houses and have them there. And what they do is they get them in the streets like 14-year-old, and they give them a job. They'll give them a job to say, find out who's selling these, and come back and they'll say, well, there's 100 quid. So that's them on the hook. What them on the fishing rod got him. That's what he calls his thing. He casts a rod and he calls it fishy. What he means is trying to catch people on the internet to bite back. And when they bite, we've got 6 last night. We tortured 6 of the cunts. Tortured 6 people. And I was thinking, what an evil cunt. Getting people to bite, calling the wives and calling the mums and dads and so, just to torture people. That's what he's done. 20 years he's been doing it. And he's still doing it. But now he's got his police friends. But it's definitely a corruption. Like you seen that poster there put up. There's no way this world the police would let this go on like this. They would get involved straight away. They nick you, they'll go and do the job. They'll go around a couple of weeks. They get all the stuff. It might last a month or so. You might get 3 to 6 months on bail, and then they go in with their CPS. They give it to CPS, say, look, there's enough there for a conviction. They don't have you on bail nearly 15 months. Trying to set you, or they're trying to set me up so I'll do something stupid, so they can drag me in and get me done for something bad. But that ain't going to work. That isn't going to work, Cleveland Police, because you're not clever enough to draw me into something stupid. Because I'm a fucking idiot. Torchy, the battery boys. Yeah. So I've been in them situations for murders and kidnapping and shootings for fucking that many times. You just know exactly what to say, when to say it, and how to say it, because you've done it that many times. But like you on here, whatever job you've done, somebody could have worked in a fruit market 30 years and they go, oh, Brian, you can't get the apples today because we'll go off by tomorrow or something, you know. Or a plumber said, no, you can't do that because you've got to turn this water off like this, and or something like somebody's a mechanic on a car. Or you can't take that out before you put this in, or the engine will fuck up. So I wouldn't dare talk to someone like a builder how to do something. I wouldn't dare talk to a nurse. I know that, well, nursing I'm fucking good at, you know, like medicines and stuff. I'm quite good at that. But I wouldn't dare tell a surgeon how to do my back. I wouldn't dare tell a fucking mechanic how to fix a car. I know a little bit about cars, probably 10%. Put the petrol in, take the key in, put the tyres up. No, I'm all right. I can do a little bit about cars. And but I wouldn't go and say to someone, oh, this is how you build a house with bricks. I wouldn't have a clue. I know how to do woodwork. I'm really good at woodwork and welding and soldering. I'm good at. I was anyway until my hands got fucked. Just beheading, because I'd have done all this myself in South Stan. I would have done everything in it. It's getting done now. It's getting lovely. But that idiot, he asks questions what police officers ask, or judges ask, or barristers, or not MPs, or fucking prosecution examiners, like the prosecution would ask you, and straight away I knew you were wrong. And after about 4 sessions, I said, oh, Bobby, I've been up there 4 times, and he smells like a pig. And what do you mean pig? I said, a copper. He said, he keeps asking me about murders and keeps asking me about, have you buried anyone anywhere? Have you done this? And I'm thinking, why would you ask me questions like that? Because you all got me away with the cops, and I was fucking right. They always say your first instincts are right. When say somebody's coming along, you think, but you've all been in drugs nearly all years, and somebody's coming up to give you something. Wait a minute, there's something not right here. He's giving me this gear, it's worth $2,000. He's asking me, he only wants 300 quid for it. The gear must be shit. You know straight away it is. It's chopped to fucking death to do that. No, there's fuck all in it. It's fucking shit. So when somebody says to you, you can't lose on this, mate, 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 10, it's a fucking ruse just to get you in there and struggle and set you up with the cops. And they'll have to be recording you, like he does, records people. He did it with Terry. I'll just turn that dictaphone off, and you don't have to say that, Terry. But what reading that with you and your Mark, and so Mark, he said, okay, I'll tell you, but don't promise you won't put it in the book. But little did he know, Terry said he had another tape recorder in his pocket recording, so he recorded it, and then it went out in the book. Then when Terry's nephew bought the book, this was like the lad's brother. He bought it and seen what was said, and went, you're out of audio. So he phoned up Jamie at the company's house. He shit himself, and then he went, oh no. He said, here, I'll let you listen. He said, it wasn't me, it was Terry. So he gave him the recordings to listen to. You could hear Terry talking on it. I never heard it. And Terry said what happened, but Terry, he cut the bit off where Terry went, but don't let anyone hear that, because the family members will fall at me. That's just between us, he said. The dirty bastard put it in the book. All his family started fighting him, daughters and stuff, and sons. So in the end, the lad said, you've done this. How Terry's admitted doing it, but he told you not to put it in. You've recorded him when he told you not to record him. You're a sneaky cunt. I'm coming to your house, right? So he phoned me up and he said, Terry's son's going to come, Terry's nephew's come to my house. He's going to drive a lorry through my fucking house and shit myself. Me and the bear, I shit myself in there, Shirley. I said, he won't do that. So I thought, see what I'm sorted out. I got all the Terry, it was all sorted. And anyway, the lad didn't put it out. So the lad turned up at where he goes. The lad turns up where his son goes to school. So the lad said, come on, you want the one on this tarmac where the grass was. He ran off over the fucking school field and left his own son, stood there, little kid, about 9, 10-year-old, ran off and left his own son, the fucking coward. That just shows you what a shithouse he is. He ran off and left his kid in the fucking playground. What a shitbag you are. Cowardly bastard. Oh, he's horrible. He's horrible. He's horrible what he's saying to Emma and stuff. Gonna grape the dog. Gonna burn your house down. Gonna video, send me message when I was in hospital. I'm gonna grape your wife in video it. But I know you can't watch it. You fucking spacker, you retard, because you're in a wheelchair, riding the bong, doing all these daft noises. Anyway, the nurse was going to give me the thing where I said, no, I'll just leave it. So I could stay with him to let me talk to him on the phone or coming in to let me talk to her. And then now and then a message would come in and see it, it'd be him. I knew it was him, by the way, the things he was saying. You're not going to get out of this one, Cockerill. When you get out, I'm going to punch you all over. I'm going to dance around you. I'm going to school you and all this fucking shit. He was saying all this before, miles before this. When I was told he was doing it, and the coward knew I was bad. When I got to hospital, he's ran out of Teesside. He's ran away from Teesside, my area. My area's chased you. All the people in my area can't stand you, no matter where you go. Speedy's son was talking about the other day. Apparently, he's fucking fuming. He said, when I see him, I'll give him a fucking word. When I see him, that's his son, Marky. He's fucking dangerous. He's worse than Speedy. He said, that daft cunt, he's pushed himself into that many situations. I'll say, when he finally gets done in, because it's going to happen. I hope it doesn't get happen because they'll come for me. But I know it won't happen. I know what's going to happen. Somebody's going to push it to some young lad where he'll start, he'll try it on with someone like that way, or he'll try it on with one where he does it to somebody's brother or something, and they end up fucking annihilating him. And they won't just fucking leave it. They'll drag him in somewhere and fucking alias something and do him in. That's what's going to happen to him. You can see it a fucking mile away, or he'll end up doing himself in. That's what'll happen to him. The tablets. Just be another statistic. Threatening people's wives. See, in nowadays, even now, you don't threaten people's wives. You don't go up and threaten people's wives, because that's like the no-no of doing it. I've got a thing upstairs. I mean, also it's still fucking running. I've got one of them humidifiers. She paid 37 quid. It was about 80 quid. You got half price. A little less than half price. And I put it on, but it worked last night when I was in bed. But my skin feels cleaner today on my face and that. So I bet it on. The only thing is you're trying to watch the fucking telly. I listen to the radio. I listen to the radio a lot on the phone. I have like radio dramas I listen to. So you close your eyes and you can imagine you being there. Your imagination's great. And you see people walking down the street and talk and go back wherever the year 70s. Go back to the old fucking 1930s and just old radio stations I listened to from years ago. Stimulates my brain and makes me fall asleep. I can't just fall asleep when I bed, mate. One of them people, my brain's always firing. It's that syndicate, get a horse. I've got a horse, I can't breathe. It's Will's horse. Bored as fuck horses. It's boring as fucking thing in the world, sitting watching horses doing all the fences or fucking racing it. It's boring to me. I can't handle it. You fucking, I can fucking fall asleep. It does make you fall asleep. So anyone got anything to say? Any questions off anyone? Everyone's okay? Medicine. Minging. Like drinking fucking oil or something. Grease or something, not that I've drank it. The smell of it. A little tablet there, so you can pick it up. Anti-sickness now. That keeps me awake. To stay on here, I have to drink some of that, but I have a quarter of a bottle of that a day. I'll come on. I have a little bit so I can stay on longer. I've only been on 54 fucking minutes. I've been on about 2 hours. That's because the excitement we're having till summer. Just I'm not reading it. Not reading it. Where's the lady? She's a lovely lady. She's class hair, you know. She's lovely. She reminds me of me, me auntie. Oh, that's right, there, big fella. Aye, there's no problem there. Proper Scottish, yes. That's right. There's no bother. Not no bother. No bother. That's right, that aye. Cheeky wee monkeys, that's what they call the kids. You cheeky wee monkey, Scotland Road. They used to say that, yeah, they've got some sayings up there. Do you want me? They give me the jandies. The jandies mean like feeling sick. Oh, it's horrible that. He gives me the heebie-jeebies, they call it in Scotland. And they also call it, stop your greeting, that means crying. I'll give you something to greet for in a minute. Do you want me to take my hand off your face? I always couldn't out with that outlook, hand off your face. She means fucking slap you across the face, to me. Yeah, sayings up in Scotland. No bother. I'll tell mum's Scottish like that, proper Scottish, right? You just fucking better behave up them fucking stairs, I'll come up there and keys all in a minute. You better behave yourself, and then the phone will ring. Hello, you think it was the fucking Queen? Hello, it's his mum, it's Mrs. Cockerill. She sounds like Miss Bouquet, for fuck's sake. And we all come up here. What are you talking about for? Shut your fucking mouth, shoes, lot, and back to Scottish again. Fucking talking like Miss Bouquet. Oh, Miss Bouquet! So she turns into Miss fucking Bouquet when the phone rings. I don't know if anyone's got a mum like that. Fucking hell, I bet you have. Trying to act posh. It's like people I was at school with. They live in like a nice area now. They're like, oh, absolutely. Oh, fuck off, absolutely. You never talk like that at school just because you're in a posh area now, you fucking divvy. And oh, yes, if we have such and such sandwiches, salmon sandwiches and all this shite. Fucking divvies. Yeah, they're turning into all this posh because they live like where I live now. They're all like, it's a nice area. But they didn't talk like that at school. They talk just fucking like I do now. Look at that. They'll eat the sandwich like that. It'll be like a fucking stupid sandwich they're eating like that. Or they'll have a packet of crisps and do this. One thick night. They'll eat one crisp at a time. Like that, the women. One crisp, fuck off, I'll fucking punch you. Fucking heads battered with them. They do me head in snotty nose cunts. But the real ones who are posh, the ones who are really, oh golly gosh, I say all by spitting. Is it true, Mr. Cockerill? You can bit them right on the nose and knock them straight out. I've actually bit noses off. I went, what, you've bitten their bloody nose off? Oh, vile, he said, very vile. He said, but what's it taste like? I said, a nose. A fucking nose. They're more engrossed by me than I am them. When the meet is no certain people and you think, well, he's such a lord of such and such. You get them and they're more interested in your stories than they are their own stories. Amazing, some of them. But the ones who are really good, really like the ones who've been in battle and war and all that, they're ones that you get on with easy because you tell them what the fight you've had and they love it. They love it. You've been great in the war, he said. Alberto. Please hit the like the buttons. I used to like Basil Fawlty. I say nothing, Mr. Fawlty. I don't say nothing. Fucking Manuel was funny as. Alberta, hearing people's phone voice. I hear people's phones voice. Yeah, the fucking phone voice, that's what it probably is. Yeah, they're turning the, you wee bastard, get in that fucking house now. I'll fucking give you a good hiding in a minute, I'm telling you. You've been in that fucking bedroom for a month and I get up them fucking stairs. The phone rings. Oh, hello, yes, this is Brian's mum speaking. Yes, I do sound like the Queen Mother, yes. Yes, would you like to fucking hell? And then all of a sudden, yes, I'll sort that out, sir. Thank you, but jolly good show. Thank you very much. Bye, tatty bye. We do this one. Cheerio, cheerio, and put the phone down. I'll fucking cheerio, I'll strangle you in my mouth. She slapped the head off. Why are you talking like that on the phone now, Dad? I go, why are you talking like that on the phone? I called her Miss Bouquet, and they all just started laughing in the house. Miss Bouquet, because the other one's Hythathine, it's the same as the flower height. I can't say a fucking name. She's like that. She's dead posh, and she's got a family like we lived in a council house, like the royal family, they're like. And then she lives in a nicer area, but she won't mention their family members. I'd never do that. I'm a millionaire. You always mention your family. You never forget where you're from. And the ones who do that are just pricks. They completely ignore them. My mum, I know one, she lives in Thornaby. She never goes to her mum because her mum drinks all the time. She drinks, but she's the loveliest woman you could ever meet. and she just beats herself. So what she was out to do when the posh daughter was like, oh yes, she did it. She went, well, you're not like you don't do that at home. You do it. Then she started grassing her up at the wedding. It was fucking hilarious. Everyone was laughing. Her face was fucking bright red. One of these totty nose cunts, you know, like, I want a crisp. Yes, I'll have a crisp. Yes, I'll have a cucumber sandwich. Okay, now and then, yeah, totally different posh voice on the phone. Fucking knows the mum's in it. Yeah, hello, I'm his mum. Cheerio. They say that in Scotland. Cheerio, bye for now. Cheerio, bye for now. Okay, now. Stop your greeting. That means crying. Greeting. Stop your greeting. Yeah. Okay, now. Scotland's a different language. You have to go up there with somebody, you wouldn't be able to understand it. I used to work at the door, and all the Scottish people, they all came down from there for work in the 70s. They all worked at the shipyards in Hartlepool and in Greythorpe, and they built oil rigs for 1972. I think there was about 1977. We did really well, and it obviously went and lost it. But a lot went to Redcar, and they used to go to Redcar for the bed and breakfast, and that because it was very cheap there. And St. Cruz, like, quickly a little bit dearer, so I used to go to there. It'd be like thousands of people there, but there was hundreds and hundreds of Scottish. There'd be ones on the top where there'd be riveters for loads of Scottish riveters. So it's Scotland, Redcar was like little Scotland, because it was chock-a-block with Scottish people. And everyone knew each other from Scotland. And there'd be all the big contingency. So when you were in the matches in England and Scotland, we'd be all the Scotland side, and all the English would be that side. Come on, like England would always better nearly. Just now and then Scotland would win, but it was just banter in the pubs. There was no fighting, fist fighting around. It was good laugh. There's none of that no more. It's like fucking no camaraderie in the pubs and nothing. There's no laughter and no one's having laughs, and you go around and have a party at the house and everyone will be there 2 or 3 days. There won't be one bit of trouble. Everyone was just all fine, all having a drink, and then you get the fucking nightmare drunk like chick from that Redcar. All right, that's son. Like Rob seen this, but see you, son. See you. See me. You. See me, and you. Me and you. They haven't fucking see you. What are you on about? They always talk something because they couldn't. Jeff Robinson them and put people on the door couldn't understand them.
Anyone that's lurking and watching our live, but is getting somebody from out of this country. Could be Ireland, it could be Wales, could be Scotland or whatever. But will you please refrain from sending me disgusting pictures of your men parts, please? I put the old number in there last night for Borough to get in touch with us.
Well, no time.
And
we did them out for years.
And I've been sent a man sing thingy.
You phone the police to let them know.
I know, because it's not allowed to do that, are they?
No, they're not allowed to. He's trying to get
that's
to
what
do
I'm going to do. I'm going to phone the police, actually.
I would have phoned the police to report the permit. When they are, they're called nonces.
It's disgusting.
Well, we know it's that dirty bastard, because he did it to Marty for years. He did it to Terry. He did it to you loads of times. He did it to loads of people. Yeah. This is how sick this cunt is in the head. I hope you're watching this, Cleveland police, because you're a fucking disgrace, you. You are a fucking disgrace, you. You are a real disgrace. Let this animal do this to people. This has never happened. This has never stopped for 4 years, this cunt. He never stops with his filthy, disgusting, perverted stuff. There's only him in the whole world would do it. Sending the fucking images of big fat women with their clothes off and sending images saying, this is Emma Cockerill. That he was doing this before, about 2 years ago. To say, remember all the pictures of the big fat woman saying it's you, Emma? That, about 30 stone with nothing down below on her. Like,
how are you today, Hope you're well anyways. Hey, I'm a big fan if you're ever in, and let me know. Look.
It's disgusting.
It's blurred, but I mean, it's
I don't want to see that.
It's disgusting, isn't it? How bad's that?
It's fucking disgusting.
And it's on WhatsApp, so the telephone number's there.
Yeah. So don't tell everyone just going to do what you're doing. Get on the phone to the police, because these cunts, what he's sending are disgusting things of his penis. With erection on, fucking disgusting. That's what he does. This is the fewer fucking sick cunt you are, you fat cunt. You fat, dirty paedophile cunt. Sending that to people's wives. Anyone who sends that is just a pure paedophile, a dirty paedophile cunt. Sending images over the computers, vile disgusting, vile images. But you'll have it blocked where it's sent from someone to someone, somewhere you can't get caught. But this is what this fucking animal's been doing to us, the other animal, the weirdo. That's the weirdo's friend, that's what he's got. These are all the type of weirdos he's got to do that to people. It's obviously killing him what we're doing. To get things like that shows you how low he scrapes the barrel to send disgusting pornographic images of people tossing themselves off on video to my wife. Absolutely. You can't even sit in your own house with your own phone without getting vile, disgusting. Poor Matty Joseph Taylor was getting gay rape porn. Well, you all seen it when we all know who sent that to them. That was the fake one, wasn't it? You sent the fake one, didn't you? You give it to fucking Dale. You give it to us. You give it to Terry Dicko. We all got it sent from you because we knew it was you. Because Simon Amler come on, and Simon Amler got it sent to him, and Simon Amler's got your name on it, sending the gay rape porn to people. Are you Cleveland police are watching this? Because you need to get off your fucking asses and do something before somebody's going to get killed. I'm telling you now, someone's going to get fucking killed with this cunt. This has been going on too long. These scumbags are sitting on their asses in the police station doing fuck all. They're probably them fucking helping the cunt, telling them what to do. Do something so a cop will get tonight and calls your name so we can arrest him. Told you they're corrupt. They do nothing. We're getting that every day of the week on our phones and stuff. The vile threats to kill and burn the house down and rape my wife, and they don't do fuck all. But that cunt phones the police up for me saying, if you cut my house for violence, I'll be violence for violence. I would never send anyone, a woman, any person, anything disgusting on the internet, like pornographic stuff, because it's just absolutely vile. Absolutely, that thing, that's your type of thing, but that's behind closed doors. But to send that to people's wives has got to be a completely paedophile bastard, pure paedophile. Whoever you have sent that, you're nothing but a nonce. A pure nonce, and I hope you get caught by the police. I hope you get fucking hammered in jail. Because when you go to jail, dirty cunts like you get kicked to fuck, sugared and water, and battered to a pulp. That's what you're going to get when you go to jail, you dirty cunt. These fucking animals will go out and rape women. These are the fucking scum that do it. That's terrible. It's what we've got to go through. I'm telling you guys, if you've seen your own eyes tonight, it's fucking disgusting. Absolutely bought the nonsense. That's what he is, mate, a pure nonce. And we all know who fucking supports all the nonsense. We all know who supports Paul Sykes, don't we? We all know who supports fucking Delroy Showers, another fucking woman from Liverpool, who his son battered a girl to death with a hammer and then went back 3 or 4 hours later and raped her after he'd been battered her. And he's doing a book on him as well. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. His children could end up getting to see watching things like this. It fucks their heads up for life. Really bad. See, if I was in jail, I'd actually be on her own. She'd be petrified. She was petrified when I was locked up for them a few hours down the cells, about 11 hours or something. No, about 18 hours I was locked up. Thought they were coming to get her, and then they were saying they were coming through the back door to grape you. I wouldn't lie to you. I would never say that about any man in the world. I wouldn't. I'd never, because I've never like it said about myself or people. You know, it's the worst thing you can get called, a paedophile or a nonce, a rapist to children and things like that. So this bastard, because he's getting destroyed with the police, I think the police are going to fucking watch it. And I really think they're going to say, look, there's nothing we've got in Cockerill. We can't charge him for something he hasn't done. And I really think that maybe he's been told that the last few days. Maybe that's what's happened. That's what he does. He goes from one extreme to another. More and more he's doing it. Body bum boy. Yeah, we all know who Body bum boy is. Bum bum. I like young boys, mate. I like young boys. I'm going to come out in the next 2 years that I'm gay. That's what he said on the Jimmy O show. You can watch it and see it with your own eyes on Jimmy O'Neill. He admitted to what he was. He admitted to what he done. He admitted to what he does with them young people and things like that. He's already admitted this on the train when he went to London. He got off the train and he went, does anyone know can point me in the right direction where the rent boys are? That's what he said on the fucking train. We've got the video of him talking about it. So you can't get done for that because all you do is regurgitate what he said. But he's been doing this from day one, this filthy bastard. He's been getting these people to do this to us for years and the cops still don't do fuck all. So what happens when they get caught, the bucket full comes through. I was talking to Rob Oliver, he said they catch him, and at the end, the greasy bastard he is, that's what he is. Greasy, horrible, fucking scumbag he is. Scum, pure scum. So he's been doing this to Pete, and we've proved it. We've got his fucking face on a phone, his own name on it, his own face saying, go to Brian Cockerill's. And what? He said, I haven't got his address. He went, I'll give you his address. And he texted the address to him, offer him out for a fight. That's that's attempted to get somebody to beat you up while I was fucking bad. Offer him out for a fight, he'll be shitting himself. He said, I got 2 lads to phone him. They threatened to burn his house down. Well, we know one was Decker Iggy, because Rhonda's already come on. She said, you go to court. She said, you make statements. You know what I mean? We've already got one to go to court, and the other one's Simon Ambly's want to go to court and do it. But the cops won't take the statements off them. They won't do nothing, because they won't do fuck all, because they don't want to let me off with it, because they look like that cunts. Oh, he's just a sick cunt, honestly. He's a sick, dirty paedophile cunt. Who's ever sent that to my wife again? More paedophiles, filthy bastards. He can't handle it. He just can't handle, because he's getting destroyed. You know the story. He's going, I'm lying about him, and I'm bringing Peter on saying, well, that's this one I'll tell you about. All the stories I put on there, guys, if you go back to the book, the 2004 book, and I did one 2010, not 2000, with Richie Horsley, called Street Fighters. The stories are in that about stuff what happened to us and that, and the stories about Lee Duffy and stuff. So 2000, I think it was. So what is it now? 24. So 24 years I wrote my first book. All them stories about the violence and stuff what happened in them days in 1994. Them when I got done for the shooting and I went to court. I've got the letters still from the fucking there. I can go down to the place and put in 1994. I'm going to do it with them. I'm going to go down with the Middlesbrough Evening Gazette, and I'll show you all the stories from the day. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go down and have a day down there. We're going to put all the names in the days when I was arrested for kidnapping and shooting and stuff. Put them all together, and it'd be good for Lee Wortley as well, who's doing the book. But he's already phoned people. He said, Brian, everyone, all the top fighters out of London all know you, and they all say he was the main man. In his day, he was one of the main men in the country. He said, top fighters who could fight. He said, I wouldn't like to think I was fighting him. And this is a bloke who fought Lenny McLean, this bloke. He said, I would not like to think I thought I was fighting him. He said, because I don't think I could have beat him. I don't think anyone could have beat him in his day. And this lad was like one of the greatest fighters in the country. They're just as bad. Female officers, Timmy B's a fucking, they don't do now. What the police do, like David says, they'll say anything to get rid of you on the phone. Yeah, we'll have this people. He'll get in jail for you or not. And they never do nothing. He keeps getting let up. He's got a police handler, mate. He's got a fucking police handler, and straight away, when the cops try to go and look into his file, I said, I'll tell you what's going to happen here, because Cleveland police are trying to do it before with other people. Terry, Carl Edwards, Dale Brendan Hyde, all the other people have tried, and every time it goes to North Yorkshire, or for some strange reason, his file's been blocked. Why is his file blocked? A little junkie bum, complete junkie bum. You can see what he has. I smoke crack and weed. He's on the streets of London shouting it. So I can say that because he's already said it. That's not me making something up. That's him telling the truth. That's the real Jamie. That's the real Jamie fucking Doyle. That's the real Jamie Doyle in London. The mask slipped. That's what he's like, full of drink, full of drugs, and thinks he's great because he's fucking like that big puffed out chest because he was 200 miles away shouting and bawling about wanting to fight me. But when he got he never come back. So his window got put through, I think the same day. And instead of like a man would I'd jump on an airplane me and get back to get my wife as soon as I could. He stayed down London for another 1 or 2 weeks before he come back because he was wanting. Because Peter went to the gym to see if he'd turn up. He said, if I don't go to Sale City Gym 11 a.m. Sunday morning, I'll never come on Facebook again. I swear on my son's life, I'll never come on again. He never even turned up to Teesside. He kept out of Teesside for 2 full weeks, and then when he did turn up, he went home. And he stayed in the house and barricaded himself in the house. She had to phone the police and get the fucking kick the door in to get him out. Disgusting that, innit? I tell you what. It's illegal, of course it is, but the thing is, we've got Simon Ambler willing to give a statement where he's threatening, he's getting Simon to phone me up. Tell him to phone me up. Give him my name and address. Give him where I live. Tell them the registration of my car. Tell them what car I drive. And sending that Simon here. So Simon thought I was a baddie because we were saying all these bad things about us, equivalent with nonsense and all this shit. like he did with the fucking kids on the motorbikes who did the fucking house. Because that's what they said. Oh, we got told he was doing with paedophiles, him and his wife. They never said my name though to them. Never said it was Brian Cockerill. Said all the people in there did such and such to my sister, the paedophiles, and the kids believed it. And that's why we haven't been around there, because they've been completely bamboozled with lies and shite and pretending it was somebody's sister who they raped. Me and Emma were both together. We used to get kids in cars and take pictures of them and send them to people. What a load of fucking garbage. Absolute shit. Because nothing's happened with him. And I'm not getting done with the police. It's killing him. Every day he looks like a mug because he keeps saying he's getting arrested now. If I get enough guilty, that means every one of us should all get together and get this cunt put away right in the nut house, because he needs put in the nut house. He's firing bombs at people's fucking houses. He's burning people's houses down. Who's going to die before somebody does something about it? Are they going to keep letting him do it until somebody gets killed? Is that what's going to happen? No one in the world would do that one to him. No one in the world would do it to him. Got these sick fucking things that he does to people. And we've got his face. You can see his face on his own phone. You can see Terry's number in it. You can see my phone number in his phone. You can see Joe Libo's numbers in the phone from this area, and about 4 other people from Teesside. Terry Dicko, Matty Turner's numbers in it as well. So you can see it's Jamie's phone with Jamie's number in and all the stuff. And he's going to his house, offer him out for a fight, be deadly serious. I've just got 2 lads threatening to burn his house down the day before. He's going, laughing on the phone. So you can hear it, you can see it's him, you can clearly see it's him, it's his phone. So how could his phone be sending messages unless it was him sending the messages? It's his phone from his, and you can see him sending them what to do and telling them what to say and what to do, which is against the law, obviously, like you said, but nothing happens. Oh, it's sick, mate. It gets worse. It's never ending. It's fucking disgusting, you know. You try to do a live, you have a laugh with everyone, have a bit of fun, do nothing wrong, and this is what this cunt's doing all the time with people. It's just never ending. We doing it to poor Matty Joseph Tennant, and we thought Matty lost the plot, so we actually went to Stokesay with him because his phone was BT, and the place where the unit was in Stokesay, the closest place. So we went up from Middlesbrough. Matty went in with Emma. I stayed in the car, and I think Robbo went in with him. So they give all the stuff, the details, the phone. He said, it'll take a week or so. Anyway, he phoned him back about a week later. He said, can you come in? He said, what's the matter? He said, well, who do you know in Stokesay? Well, that's where the fake author was from at the time. The fake author was from Stokesay at the time. And out of all the people in the world, it was coming from Stokesay. The fucking signal was coming from Stokesay. That's where he was getting emanated from, Stokesay, because they can tell BT they've got the special masks and stuff. He says it's coming from Stokesay. The only person was the fake author that Marty actually knew in that area. So we proved it was him again. Nothing happened again. Not for a fucking thing. And he was sending Marty women being raped. I'm sorry, young black African Americans being raped by a young boy in it. They were all black lads in it. One was like half tanned, and the other ones were all black lads, and they were raping a young lad. Looked about 14, 15-year-old kid. I said, I can't watch that. Get that off. It made me sick. And that's what he was sending me. Marty's sisters, Marty's other sister, 85-year-old, 87-year-old. One lived in Canada, I think it was, and one lived in Australia. Or one lived in America and one lived in Australia. I can't remember which it was. And there were 85 and 87-year-old sisters. He said he's watching disgusting pornographic images, and he's watching porno films and all that. So they thought he'd lost the memory, he's lost his plot. The contacted his family members, said it's not Andy, whatever. Such and such, they said, it's him who's doing it. It's him. He's been doing it for years because Marty fucked him off and Marty took him to court. So why was Marty getting it as well? Is Marty a liar now? And now because we're getting Kevin Brown to come on and expose him again with all the proof from the courts, but Kevin's got all the letters to prove that Marty was offered this money, owed that money in that shop, owed that money in Waterstones, owed that money in Goodreach, owed that money in there's 4 or 5 shops. I think it was W.H. Smith's as well. And it proved he was owed nearly £5,000 extra than what they give him. So the judge said, look, it goes to court in 2 weeks, so he was going to award what they were doing. They were trying to go through the small claims and ask the judge to award them £5,000 because the judge had all the stuff. It was sent, even though it was still going through the courts on the phone called BT Meek because of the COVID. the judge said, can you send me all the details through? And on the day he asked Brenton on the phone how many books. He went something like 25, he went, right? 32, 44, 45, 46. So the 25 ended up being about 55. The 32 ended up being about 60. The 25, 30 or something ended up being 40 or 44 or something. So every bookshop, it worked out there was £5,000 extra when the books, what they'd sold. And this was just off a few book companies, what Kevin Brown was brilliant. He got hold of all these people and spoke to them on the telephone scene. And one of the blokes said, well, we'll never work with them again. What the judge said, I've watched Marty Turner and I've read his book and he's a marvellous human being. He said, I will never work with these again, I promise you. And that was Goodreads, it was called, the shop. We'd never take any more books off them again. Gardeners, that was it, not Goodreads. Goodreads was another shop. Gardeners was it. Gardeners said, we'll never work with them again. That was it. So he said, the garden. So anyway, the judge said, so you've told me all these things here, Mr. Brenton. He said, well, that's 5 lies you've told me and 5 questions I've asked you. Because he said, well, no, what it is, be quiet. When I'm talking, you keep quiet. I was like there with listening to the case with him. And he said, you keep quiet. He said, I've got all the invoices. So he did it again, Tom. He said, I've just told you to be quiet now. Told him off. This judge was really strict. And he said, I've got the statements from Mr. Marty Joseph Turner's person.
Bless Borough. He's going to go. He's trying to get in touch with us last week. Borough, who comes on ours. Yeah. He's lovely. We're going to get in touch with you tonight. If you can, will you message the phone number though, Borough? He sent a PayPal and told me to get herself a bottle of wine. He said, sorry for causing you shit. No, you haven't.
You haven't called somebody lunatic.
We'll never let them stop us from putting our number out for people who want to genuinely speak to us like you, Borough, and we think the world of you. So you don't need to do that, honestly.
No, but at the end of the day, mate, listen, if it means you were in trouble and I had to get to you somewhere, no matter what, me and Emma would get to you to help you. So that's why we help people. That's what we do you for.
And it's my other phone that's just got a lot of stuff stored on it, hasn't it, Brian? But I was gonna
with all that shit what we've got with the court cases still.
Well, I had a funny feeling, so that's why I put that one out. But when you get in touch with us, if you can send us a message tonight, we'll give you this number, like our proper numbers, and you can speak to Brian later, can't he?
Yeah, of course you can. Come and see us anytime you want.
Because he's had a bit of a nightmare with people going to his door, banging at his door. He's not well with it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So don't you worry, brother. But thank you so much.
Next time they come to the door, I'll answer the cunt.
Yeah, he'll come and sit with you, won't you?
Of course he will.
But thank you so much, bud. But there was no need for that. And honestly, if it's a bad week or anything, I'll transfer it right back on, Brian. Yeah. Let us know on the phone.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
You don't, honestly. We've got thick skin now with it all, haven't we, Brian? We've had it sent for years.
Yeah, so poor Marty was at court. So Kevin Brown's a great lad. He's 67, Kevin. Really intelligent bloke. He works for the bloke through. He was in jail. He's like us in out of jail for fucking, likes a bit of gear, bro. But not brown, smoke and that, campus. Nice man. Lovely person. A lovely person he is. Gentleman. And he's old school like me. He said, well, he's younger than Marty. He said, to do that to Marty, I'm 60 odd now, Brian. Marty's nearly 80-year-old. To send him things like that is absolutely vile. Upset him to no end. He kept getting them sent all the time. He was torturing that old man, trying to get him to drop the court case. And Marty was in there, the chair. It upsets me. And he got my hands and he went, he's looking at me. I was stood up and I looked out at him. He's in the wheelchair, very frail, holding my hand, shaking. I went, it's the news. I love you, Teddy. You, Brian. He said, can you please keep fighting for me? Don't let this bastard beat us. Please don't let him beat us, because I haven't got long left. I went, stop talking like that, yo. Fucking daft old cunt. I said, don't talk like that with me. You've never fucking given your life. Keep fighting. Don't you give up. Look, it's 3 times you died and they come back 3 times. Don't be giving me that shit, leaving me on my own and tell you on our own. Well, 4 weeks later, he passed away. That bastard never got his justice. That shit he's telling people. There's no court cases. So Kevin's got all the paperwork where he went on the Goodreads, Gardeners, Waterstones. So Waterstones, I've got the video. I'm going to fucking put it up now because I've had enough of this cunt. Got the video where I'm stood. So Drumble Dry did a video and he went such and such, such and such. So he went, Boyle went there. What it is, he said there. He's on there going, I'll thank you. Windows are draw, and that shit. He's going, oh, would you, Brian? Brian's in a wheelchair. Really brave and all this shit. He says, and the next minute he went, he said, and near the end he went, here he is. in his fucking wheelchair outside Waterstones taking my books down. Someone was right paused and went, that's good. I thought, Jamie, there was no court cases. Let's just hear that again. He says, here I am outside here he is outside Waterstones taking my books down. Normal driver was class, played the fucking ace when he went, I thought there was no court cases, Jamie. And you could feel he was fucking, you know me, I could feel he'd be raging with that now. So if there was no court cases, how could we get them took down from Waterstones? We went in Waterstones.
He's done one since then. He's done one since then with Jamie though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's a crank as well.
Yeah, not about that. I'm just talking about the court case. Keep your nose out. Totally well, yeah. So he done that on there, the one with us, and it proves that there was a court case, because if there was no court case, they wouldn't have took the court case down. They wouldn't have took they wouldn't have took them off the shelves. The judges took them off the shelf. The judge, we got the letter off the judge. We went over and we spoke to the woman in Waterstones and said, look, we've got a Crown Court judge letter here. These court cases is fraudulent. The company, they've got War Cry Press aren't a real company, so can you prove it? I'll give the letter to her. Have you got any more suspects? You go back home, get another letter. It was like loads of letters from the courts. With the yellow and blue letters there were. I give it like about 4 or 5, so they're perfect. And it said on the thing, to the judge said this company is an illegal company, and it's had to be, they haven't been paying tax and shit like that. So the court letter judge, the judge who gives the court letter, we give it to the lady in the shop. She screenshots it on. Can you wait 30 minutes? I went, yeah. So about 20 minutes had elapsed, and they came up to us and said, we now, as you can see, the girl there and the lad there, they're taking all your books down. So the taxman got made, like the Resurrection of Brian Cockerill, that's been took off the shelf. There was about 50 books of mine, and then Marty Taylor's book was taken down because he had the court letter off him as well. And Terry hadn't been to court, but Terry had gone in and seen the lady, and he said, look, I'm at court with them. I've got the letter on me now. He brought it with him 2 days later, I think it was. And then she went, look, we'll take yours down as well. So all 4 books.
And anybody can check it by going on to Warcry and trying to order the Resurrection of Brian, because we've got all the things back for it.
I've got a video. I've got a few things from somewhere. A video of me.
Burnt it outside as well.
I've got a video of me walking in, going to Waterstone, getting the books up.
Yeah, that's right. Because he put at Little Britain because you were in a wheelchair, didn't he? Disgusting.
Yeah, that spastic or something again. So what I'm saying is, if there was no court cases, how could I went to Waterstones and get the books took off the shelf? You try and buy the Resurrection of Brian Cockerill in the shops, you won't be able to get it. You know why? Because the Crown Court judge took the fucking book off them and made them give me it back. Sean Atwood phoned me one Saturday morning and said, I'm phoning to tell you Brenton's told me to give you the book back. He's going to give you the book, I'm going to sort it out and I'll do it with you. And I didn't want to do it with him. I went, no, I don't want to do it with you. I'm not doing that one fucking frying pan in the fire type of thing. So anyway, I thought, well, why would I give you 50% of my book when it's my fucking own book? They've already had a fucking 100% of it the last fucking 4 years. When you know yourself, guys, when something first comes out, it sells like fuck the first few months and then it dives off. Like games with kids, like fucking them games that they play and stuff. For the first 6 months or so, that you get brilliant sales and they die off. So they want to give me the book back. They didn't want to give me it back. They were ordered to give me it back. I've got the letters upstairs. I've showed you on here where I went to court. And he keeps lying about, I'm lying about the court cases. Now, if I'm lying and the letters are doctored, Shelley and Jamie, why don't you go to the police and have me charged for doctoring court letters? See, you know what he's like for grassing. He'd have been down them courts straight away and they'd been done. He got done for a contempt of court for putting up an explicit courtroom hearing on the phone and then put it all over the YouTube and pretended that he walked free from the court. He did walk free that day, but he wasn't privy to the hearing after when he left the courtroom, left the courtroom conference call, and he was allowed to go. He said, but Mr. Cockerill, don't worry, at any time you can bring him back in the indictment. But I never brought him back, but Marty brought him back. Marty already had him his case. He's in Marty Taylor's case. Brenton turned around and said, oh, it was my company and Jamie was a T-boy, but when he found out how serious it was and how much money was owed, £5,000, Brenton changed it and he said, oh, it's me and my partner, and he put Jamie Doyle's name in it. So he's got his full name in the fucking indictment with a court case against Kevin. Kevin Brown went to court with him, but it was only on the phones, BT phone. So the judge looked at all the paperwork and realised, he said, well, get this all sorted at the trials in 2 weeks' time. So he got all ready, but he gave him all the paperwork, and they had to give Marty his book back and give all the invoices to Marty. That was the last 2 weeks they had, and the fucking poor Marty died 2 weeks before the court case. He had it all soon. He had it all. He was looking at what they were going to do was go get the judge to. I'm still going to go to court. I'm still going back to court, mate. The judge told me I've got full disclosure of everything, and they still haven't given me it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to type a solicitor, no win, no fee solicitor. I'm going to go with them, even if I don't get 10 pence, as long as I beat the cunts and prove again to them, put in all the papers what a cunt he is and what a scumbag company that, and that the Inland Revenue and the HMC Customs know you haven't paid a fucking penny for 10 years selling books all over the country. They've ripped people off everywhere. We know about 35 to 40 people that he's ripped off all over the country. Every single person he's done a book with. And then he starts putting his windows to himself. And then he starts throwing stones at his own window and pretending that he owes money to travellers and stuff. That's his party piece to get out of the house, get moved to another area. He's done that over and over again. Been doing it for about 12 years. He's had about 10 moves in 12, 13 years. He's had maybe 13, 14 years. He's had about 10 moves. And Dennis Power, the boxing promoter, said, I can see another move coming on. He goes to certain houses and council estates, just out the outsides of Teesside, comes into Teesside, does his dirty deeds or whatever he does, meaning that all that stuff he takes, and then goes back to the little villages but causes trouble with the locals, and then they end up fucking filling him in or chasing him out of the area, or he moves himself. So that's what's happened. It's never ended. It's the same MO been going on for decades with harassing people. He's been in jail for burgling people's houses. He's admitted that. Burgling people's houses. And how the fuck would a police officer, a high-ranking chief inspector of the murder squad, be in with that cunt? And another thing is, why would the other cop be in with detective sergeant of the drug squad be in with a snivelling little snitch? It's obviously why they're in there with him, because he's fucking working with you. And that's why Cleveland police have said, we will give you can liaison with us, Jamie, every day, send it to a certain office. That's what he's admitted. You've seen him on his chair talking. I've been speaking to Ray Morton. Well, Ray Morton's the copper he's done the book with. Well, Ray Morton tried to nick me in the past, and the other copper, Eugene Tate, were after me and Duffy. So how could I get a free fucking... I'm not getting a free cock. I'm not getting a fucking freedom of speech or nothing. I'm getting nothing. I'm getting gagged by them by not being able to say things. But he can go in the police station, phone them up, and they take all the evidence off him. Emma's been down there 5 times and still haven't got the evidence took off her. So it's absolute corrupt as fuck. The old bill have rigged everything. It's all rigged by the cops. But he's beneficial to them because obviously what he's done. And he can blow the socks off the cops and say, well, I've been waiting for him, I've been waiting for that one. And that's what he'll do next. He'll blow the socks off the coppers that he's been working with and grass everyone up. Grass all the cops up next. That's what he'll do, because he'll turn on them next. He'll realise they're not helping him. And a little bit because the one wearing dress. Well, that's him. Mental patient. You're the one who's mental. She's yeah. That's him, the mental patient. She's a mental patient. Can you remember her? The woman with the dress on? That's him, the mental patient. She's in the fucking nut house. She's escaped from the nut house. That's him, just escaped mental patient. That's what I call him, an escaped mental patient from fucking Rampton. I'm sure they've got it mixed up with a different prisoner. You just can't stop being a crank. So he's saying we never went to court. There was no Radworth riots. People from Stockton all fucking know there was no shootings at the Blue Monkey. But why was I locked up in the fucking cells? Why was I had to be in my house every night for 6, 7, 8 weeks, maybe more? Every day every night the cops would come. It's between 6 and 12 o'clock at night, and I had to go and show myself. So it wasn't this house, it was a house up the road. It was 2 Hollybush, about a mile away from here. And I lived there. It was only a little 3-bedroom house, that one. And the cops would come, so I deliberately pretend to be in the bath. They'd come to the window with my hair wet my hair. But you took your time. I said, what does it matter? I can do what I fucking want. I'm in my own house. Got nothing to do with you. I said, stop fucking driving with my grass and tearing the grass up. Get that fucking police van off my drive now. Get it off my fucking front now. You'll come driving on my grass. No, like, the grass was coming up with it, cheeky cunts. Sat there 30 minutes waiting for me, 40 minutes an hour. So I had to show myself every night. The horrible cunts. So they said to me, you're not allowed to go 5 miles near the Coliseum where the shootings were. You're bad out of Stockton. But I live in Stockton because Ingleby Bowick is Stockton. So when I was going to be in every night for 6 o'clock, and I had to show my face, I was breaking my bail conditions by living the address where I was at, because it was only 3.5 miles away from the fucking police. Sorry, from the Coliseum. So when I went to court, I said, I'm embarrassed. I said, listen, Solicitor Craig, I went, you can't go down the A9. You can't even go and see his pool. Mum's poorly. He said he's in for something that's got nothing to do. And then he went to court. He got kicked out at the end because it was all lies. Cop was again lying again, pretending they had witnesses that had seen me shoot someone, pretending they had my voice on recording when it went to court. It wasn't my voice, it was a total different person. Absolute fucking liars they are. And I hate it because the taxman's not an idiot. Yeah, he put me down as he is taking my books down into what's son. So what I'm not, before she come in and talk about him, I don't bother with him no more because he knows he's a fucking dog as well. The other one, he's done a fucking podcast with him, so I'll never speak to him that will drive again. Never speak to him again. I'll never ever speak to him again after he's done with being on one side and jumping the other side. That's called a fucking slink, the snake in the grass. So I won't ever bother with him again. All that shit about Paddy Conroy, fucking most of it was all fucking bullshit. Lies. I know for a fact Paddy Conroy was never ever a paedophile. I know 1,000,000%. Paddy Conroy was never ever a paedophile. I'll put my name to it. I'll swear the fucking Bible. I'll swear on a lie detector. I know for a fact he was never a paedophile. That was all made up to make that man look bad. And I felt bad after doing the videos because I knew the fucking truth wasn't being told. I was bad at the time, helping people who were supposed to be your friends, and it was all fucking shite. We've seen the scumbags what they've done, but they've gone back to that scumbag. I've got things of him on that ass wipe, a daft little cunt talking a tin foil and being friends and slagging me with him on there, but I've got the fucking recordings of him talking about me. So I know all about you, you daft little cunt, little 5-foot dwarf, little dibby cunt. All that shite you had me talking when I was bad and stuff. Shite. All shite about him. It was all bullshit. None of it was true, I'm telling you now. It was never, what he done is he went on a lie detector and proved he was telling the truth. He told 2 lie detectors, Conroy. Even though whatever he did to me in the past, what was wrong, whatever, what he did to me, I still won't sit here and listen to someone getting a blame for something they never fucking done. I know for a fact he was never a paedophile, and I know for a fact the man was genuine. When I used to go up there in the old days, he had one side of the town and the other side was the Harrisons. They were the ones who run Newcastle. They had all that boxed off. The Sayers were all in jail at the time. That's what they were in there. Don't get me wrong, they were a big, powerful family, but they weren't. When they're saying he never done that, he did. He had most of Newcastle boxed off. He had all them places up there, like Sir Biv Graham and all them. He had more run-ins with Biv Graham than anyone. That's the truth, not fucking lying. Sat in bed the other week, I thought, this is not right, this. I said, whether he's done this to me or whether he's done that to me, that's in the past. It's fucking 30-odd years ago. I'm a big boy now, and you can grow up and get past it. I said to myself, so that God was saying to me, you need to go on and tell the truth because it's not right what they're doing with him. All that fucking lies they're making up to ruin somebody's fucking reputation for nothing is fucking disgusting. And that's why I've come out and told you tonight, because I sat here fuming at myself. Well, like, let's sit there and think, all the lies I've heard going on about him. Cack, all cack. When he wants to say out to my face, come and see me. Because you know who you told me, tell lies about people, and then you told the truth. Oh, we made it up. I felt fucking awful. Emma felt awful. I went, did you hear that there? The certain person was supposed to have done this, that, and the other. They made it up. I was fucking livid. So, Mr. Conroy, if you're watching, I know for a fact you were never a paedophile. I know for a fact the lies that were spouted about you were made up. I know for a fact the bogus fucking statements were put in. 100% fact. Not lies, 100% fact. And I don't fucking lie for no one. So I've been conned, but when you realise you've been conned, you come out and speak the truth. Yeah, that fucker wants to be put in the register, sex register. See, what I always say to people, there's nothing worse in this world than to call a paedophile. No, you have the fundamental right. Any couldn't call me a paedophile, I'll be straight to the police. They're the only ones who can get you off because they've got your records, they know what you are, and you vindicate yourself by doing that. But everyone knows what age. When I mentioned the 13, 14-year-olds about Paul Sykes, tinfoils threw them back to me saying I was having sex with 13, 14-year-olds. I said, well, where are these people and get them on now? And I'll go meet them in the middle of the police station and we'll go to the police station, get them to arrest me now. He said, oh, you abused 2 9-year-olds years ago. He got them to say, they touched me up, you know, some fucking record and all made up shit again. And the next minute, The next day he went, oh, the two 19-year-olds are going to go to court. I went, you said 9-year-old yesterday. So he can't remember from fucking one day to another because he's on the brown. Mr. fucking Brown, sniffy fucking sugar fucking head. Yeah, I'm glad I've got that off my chest now. I'm glad it's fucking off. Sitting in bed, fucking sitting there, I think, poor cunt's getting the blame for something I haven't even done. It's fucking not right. Whatever happened to me in the past, like I said, I'm a Christian, mate. Forgive and forget, and that's what you do. You move on. But people trying to regurgitate shit out of me when it's not true about the poor fucker. Sat there, fucking looking after a couple of cats in a fucking shed. Poor cunt. Not nice at all. You know, to be stigmatized with something when you know for a fact that person isn't the fucking what they are. Liddy Doyle. I can't remember the call. She was in the. She was a mental patient in it. It's a comedy thing, you know. But yeah, we were getting pornographic images of women, men raping another man, like a young boy about 15, 16. We all know like 15, 16-year-olds. We all know who fucking likes them. You can look who firebomb my house. I've got their phones, them two kids' phones were sent, or I'll send them. You're all at school sending me, it's fucking Brian Cockerill's house, you've done, you stupid cunt. And we went, he's not a fucking Peter, man, he's a biggest gangster in the area, you fucking mental. And then the family all shit themselves. So what happened, we got the phones and seen them. So the people showed us the phones where the kids are going, oh, we're giving £500 for the window, smash, £500 for the window, £1,500 for a firebomb and £1,500 for the firebomb. So it cost him nearly £4,000 for my house to be smashed up. Daft cunt, £4,000. It cost me, you know how much it cost me for the windows? 90 quid. 90 quid it cost me. 90 quid. And he spent £4,000. What a crank. 90 quid. What you know could do. What don't you know could do that report you could block. I don't have a fucking clue. What's a clue? Not my thing, see. I'm not into fucking, this is what they see. That fat cunt he goes out with, she knows all sorts. She works for the City Advice Bureau, so we know that cunt knows all sorts. She's used them before to find people before. She grasses the door, people to the door as well. She's known for doing that. She's known for doing it all over. That word's come from Cork. We all know what that is, don't we? Yeah. Oh, fucking scumbag. Dirty bastards. Only people send things like that are nonsense. I mean, you would never send them an old woman, a gentleman like Matty China who's never seen fucking porn. He might have seen the old-fashioned ones years ago or something, but not the things that they're sending, things with kids on and stuff. They fucking made him tend him, stuck his stomach. He looked after kids all his life. 44 years, he helped the community by having a boxing club in Grangetown. He looked after them kids, Grangetown, South Bankway. He looked after them kids and he produced Anthony O, ABA champion, schoolboy champion. John, Cameron John's the name now. John Pierce, European champion, European ABA champion. He also produced Kazi, great boxer. Another lad called Sears from Redcar, Mickey Sears, another great boxer. Passed away now, another great lad. And he also produced Lee Duffy and Peter O, Tommy O, old Tommy O. What a 20-minute fight with Lee Duffy. Fucking stood his ground, you know, the league. Fucking like shook hands, respect to each other. But that silly couldn't know anything about that. So on the day of the wedding, when Tommy O's there and giving them away, the O's family were big in our life. We both loved them and still love them to this day. So when they were at the wedding, he was saying to Tommy, "Oh, and your dad had a fight with such a Lee. What happened?" He went, "Can you fuck off?" He said, "Get the fucking way from me now." He said, "I'm sick of hearing your voice." He says, "It's about Brian and Emma's Day, not fucking what Lee Duffy did with me dad fucking 30 or 40 years ago." He said, "Why don't you give it a rest?" Tommy would have destroyed him. Tommy's son's fucking awesome. Charlie, he's the real fucking deal. Him. He's like someone you'd never want to have trouble with your fuck. He's the most lovingest kid, just like Peter was. But I love you, big fella. Give me a cuddle and kiss. Are you sure you're not funny, you? He's laugh his head off. Yeah, he's funny as fuck, Peter. He was brilliant. He could fight for fun. Really top fighter. Peter was one of them would never punch him in a slide. Would say right outside, about 15 stone, 15 and a half stone. Brilliant technique boxing, miles better than I was. But he said, "Brian, you're the king of the cobbles. There's no doubt about who's the king on the cobbles." Yeah, so that's that out now of the bag. You sitting with things in your head that are fucking wrong. You've got to tell the truth that I was wrong at the time. Listen to other people's bullshit. Now I've sat back and now I'm getting better. Well, no, I'm not taking the meds where I was taking as much. I'm getting my mind right. I thought, I can't see somebody getting the blame for something fucking I was told, and then the next minute I was told it was a load of lies. Fucking terrible. How low can you get doing that to people? I couldn't do that. I could never call anyone, even like, no matter who it is, I couldn't call them a something they're not. Being a Christian, thinking, well, even though I hate the cunt, I can't call him that when he's not that. I can't say somebody's fucking trying to shoot me when they haven't tried to shoot me. I can't say, I don't want to tell lies on people. You know, I don't tell lies. Just don't want to tell lies. Feel fucking shit. You go to bed and you wake up in the middle of the night, think you should have said that. Yeah, that's a good one. The last 5 messages we saw to WhatsApp. I don't know this real the nightmares. I haven't got a computer. I haven't got a fucking computer brain. I have got a brain like a computer. I never forget now. When I've done something wrong, I can't sit there and then think that was wrong. That was wrong. That been saying that for about 3 months in my head, and I thought I had to come out and tell the truth. Yeah. No matter what somebody's done to me, whatever, try to kill me, murder me, shoot me, stab me, run me over, I can't say someone's a paedophile when I know they're not. Which I know for a fact they're not. I can't do that. Just fucking be wrong. God says to me, it's wrong. You've got to get it right, put it straight. If you tell the truth, you set yourself free. But when you're sitting there knowing something you've said, and you're agreeing with somebody else just for their fucking agenda is wrong, you're a fucking asshole doing. That's what I was, an asshole doing, really. So, yeah, you've got to just open your mouth and tell the fucking truth. Excellent night tonight, 147 minutes we've been on. Yeah, wondering, right, if you wondering why Brian upset. Yeah, I get upset when Emma gets things like that. That's fucking sick. It'd be like somebody sending it to you. I mean, he said about my brother, he went, "Oh, I'm gonna, your dad's in his grave. He'll be bumming your brother in hell. Both of them will be bumming each other." That's what Tinfoil sent me a message. He's going to be bumming each other in hell together. Fucking sick in the fucking head. There's only them who talk like that. And the other one, the Irish one, that club talking shit. Ted men, he thinks he's another one, Kestrel Lager, fucking pound for a barrel full of a drink. Not when they drink that because they haven't got a penny to scratch their ass with. I haven't got a penny to scratch their asses with. A man who lives with his mother at that age has got to be something wrong. I've never heard of anyone 30-year-old living with a mum unless they've got mental health problems. And we know he hasn't. All he has, he's fucking mentally deranged. But to live at your mum's house, caught screaming, shouting, the fight people, and never ever turns up at any fights. Never goes out on the daytime anywhere. It's always on the night with a big hat on his face hid. That's to me somebody who's got something to hide. Sounds like he's been battered and he's moved from somewhere here They'll do it. Somebody will be wrong in London, they'll move to the northeast. I always question people. I've got her doing the same now. Why would somebody come all the way from Doncaster to live in Teesside? Why would somebody come from Scotland to live in Teesside? Because they're either a grass or a police informer or a pedo. It's only two questions, doing two things. Very now and then you might get a woman run away for violence, but when a man comes, I'd seen one from Manchester, my mate, and he was at his house. I said, he's wronging him. Anyway, it came through, he was a fucking non-paedophile. So somebody leaves up all the sticks and moves from a nice house, a nice area, and leaves all the brothers and sisters and mums and dads where they're at. It's because they've done something really bad in their area where they're known, but when they go to another area 200 or 300 miles away, they're not going to be known. That's why these paedophiles, that's why they'll change the name to Tommy Smith and Johnny Jenkins and go something like down in Surrey or something and never be seen again. But when they get caught with the cops, obviously they've got the fingerprints and stuff, they catch them again. That's what happens. Well, I know a fucking who lives in Cork. We all know. We all know who lives in Cork. That's that Irish prick. Irish bull. Who lives in Cork. Irish bullshit. And he's already threatened to cut his face off with a Stanley knife. Cut her face off and smash her head in with a fucking building brick and put flowers in the ground there. And he's also threatened to cut my dad, come to here, cut my throat and kill me. Couldn't cut yourself, you silly cunt with a fucking penknife. Come to England, you didn't believe your mum's house. My dad, I'm telling a story now. So he threatened to dig my dad up and piss in my dad's mouth and dig my dad off his grave. And shit and piss on my dad's grave and piss in my dad's mouth. That's what he said. This was only a couple of weeks ago. And that's not him. That's not him saying. That's not him doing it on a text. That's him talking about it on a video. I've got it on a video. I'm going to come to England. I'm going to fucking burn the house down. I'm going to send women to doorstop them there. I'm going to get a fucking head smashed in with a building brick. I'm going to get her killed. I'm going to cut her nose off with a fucking Stanley knife, and I'm going to make sure she's fucking dead and buried in the ground. We all know friends are. We all know his best friend is. Obviously, fucking scruffy, smelly little tramp. Or we're all talking about the other one. So two narcissistic pricks together. Birds of a feather stick together. Have you noticed that both of them are alcoholics, both are on the brown, and both of them love torturing women and sending vile pictures and vile messages? Going to cut my throat, and I'm still waiting for you, you silly cunt. You're all talk. You thought that's what you're Irish bullshit. That's what your name is, Irish bullshit. Compassion out to you, others. What's missing? Narcissistic people. Yeah, they're mental. They've got no compassion, and what it is, they're only interested in their own self. Empathy. No empathy for all they've got is empathy for themselves. But it's all about me. It's called the me syndrome. What I call it. It's all me. Or I this and me this and I that and me this and I that and me this and I that. It's all through them. That's what they do. But then when they get found out, they start screaming to the police. They're all narcissists are the same. They all drink from the same cup. But all these paedophiles are the same. They all drink from the same cup. Decahiggy, that's arse wipes over and about to take offer. That's his best friend. Darren G, another weirdo on about having sex with 13, 14, 15-year-olds on his own lives. I'll take you upstairs and we'll have mad passionate love to a 13-year-old kid. So that's why he's fucked. And then you've got the Decahiggy one, another fucking weirdo. Another fucking one with kids. And they're all together as one gang. So birds of a feather stick together, flock together, or stick together, if you call it. And that's what happens. So if you hang around with footballers, like Tyson, Rocky says to the girl, which he's been daft, he went, if you hang around with smart people, you get smart. If you hang around with yo-yos, become a yo-yo. So I say, if you hang around with bodybuilders, you become a bodybuilder. Hang around with boxers, become a boxer. Hang around with paedophiles, you become a paedophile, because that's what you want to be, because they're your friends. Show me, a wise man said to me years ago, about 50 years, 60 years ago, he said to me, show me your friends and I'll show you what you are. And it's exactly what he's right. So whatever friend you've got, that's who you are, the exact same as them. So then you can't get in trouble because you're all on the same page. So when show me your friends, I thought it was the best saying I've ever heard. the psychiatrist would love that word. Show me your friends and I'll show you what you are, and exactly what they are. All these birds of a feather are trying to put me and Emma down because we won't put up with the bullshit. The bullshit, no pun intended. But they are cowards. They can't fight. He's the same. The other daft cunt, hiding in his house with his Cindy Kestrel, screaming and shouting at his own daughters, smoking shit in front of his daughters, gets caught on licence 3 times with drugs when you're on licence. Now, my mate Chris Curry come to my house to see me, talked to me on the doorstep. The cops went by, took a picture of him. They followed him, took a picture of Chris. The next minute, 2 hours later, he phoned me and said, I'm locked up. He had a phone call. He said, Brad, can you send me something? I'm going back to Doncaster jail. He said, the reason why I'm going, because I was stood talking to you on the doorstep. I'm not allowed to go and associate with known gangsters. So he was sent back to jail. But Chris, I think he did about 3 months. He only had 3 months to do. We got out, I think, about 6 months. He'd done the big jail, but he went back to jail because he got caught talking to me. So this cunt's been caught with heroin, and he's been caught with cannabis strikes. In the middle of the night, the guard have got him and let him go back home. So he's another wrong'un. He could be a known police informant, and that's why he's in that area. You never see him ever going out drinking in pubs. And we've known him for about 3 years, so 27, 28, 30. 4 years, and in 4 years, I've never seen him ever out in a pub drinking with family, going to a wedding, going to a day out somewhere with your friends. A young lad like that would be out raving in the rave clubs, dancing, getting fixed up with girls, whatever. That was his thing. And taking his missus out and having a drink, or taking his missus out he lives with. But he doesn't. He stays in that single bedroom flat and sleeps on his mum's settee. That is a Roman, pure Roman. So he's teamed up again with him. Them 2 daft cunts have got together and trying little shit again to try and cause trouble. They've got nothing else to talk about. So they're bringing like people like me in with who've got a big name. It's the same as the man in the shed. They do him. They talk about him because they use his name because he's got a big name. So they know they're going to get views off his name. So I think I might just go and see the man in the shed. See, let's put this fucking shit we had in the past. Let's call it end of the road. Let's shake hands and be friends instead of being fucking enemies. And well, because all the others are causing trouble to make us be enemies. And let's just put this as Christians behind us and move on, because it's 30 odd years ago, whatever happened to me. He said, she said, he said, she said. So Christians, that's what you do. You move on. A lot of bad things have had me lately about him, like thinking, shouldn't have said this or shouldn't have said that, which he probably, I know for a fact he'll say, no problem, the big fella, because I knew him in the day, like I said, and he was the real deal. He wasn't all the shit what people are saying. He was the fucking, he had them places up there boxed off all over the fucking place. I'm telling you now, he was the real deal. A massive family. His brother was the best fighter in Newcastle for years, Mickey Conroy. He only got beat off Viv Graham, the greatest fighter ever in Newcastle. And it was a big, long fight. And Mickey was full of drugs at the time. And he got beat, but the Conroys were always been a big, massive name up there. A huge family. All that shit you've been getting spouted out by daft cunts talking out of their arsehole. Talking absolute shite. Never been a paedophile. I was in jail with his nephew, Dylan Conroy. And it was his young son who actually was looking at the pornographic images on the stuff. And the girl came about 15, but he was only 15. So it was on, obviously, Paddy Conroy's computer, but it was his own son doing it. And obviously, when he went and did his lie detector, he told the truth. Who put it on? He went, his son. They came back and he beat the lie detector. So no one can beat them lie detectors. I don't give a fuck how good you are. The only people who can beat them lie detectors are people in the SES, MI5 or MI6 trained operatives. That takes them years and years and years of skill to keep the blood pressure down, the heartbeat down and everything. So you can't beat them lie detectors. When he did them, he was found not guilty. So how the fuck can people point fingers at someone who's beat a lie detector? It's impossible. Yeah, it's not fucking good going to bed knowing you're fucking being conned. Not good going to bed knowing you've been fucking talking shit. Not good. I am John. Thank you, John. It's not that, John. It's the dirty, disgusting images they're sending. Like a man with his penis erection being sent from Cork Island to Emma tonight while we're on a live, just absent. She's already been sexually abused years ago. She was 2 lads trying to rape her, and she's a strong fucking lass. She's really strong. She used to be Olympic swimming champion, not champion, but she swam for the county. big massive show. Her legs are fucking like tree trunks, so they grabbed her anyway. She's escaped off the bed and did a runner. But the two people who abused her were caught, and they were known as paedophiles from Gisborough. And the cop said, John Dodford, who was the main police officer, said, we've wanted this bastard for years. He's done this time and time and time again, got off with it. So I went to court, but they got off with the technicality because she couldn't see with the both of them under the blankets, putting their hands up the vagina and grabbing her. She couldn't see which one it was, and because it was a technicality, she couldn't work out which one was doing it. Well, to me, the judge should have said, well, both of you were doing it. You both should have went to jail. And the thing is, they got off with a technicality, but Emma got paid out about £3,500 off the fund, what you get off them, because they had her in a room where these are great at all these people, these body language experts. They went, she had a tissue and she was like, 10, it's thousands of pieces like that. She went, what you portrayed now is, after about 2 days later, he said, what you portrayed there, the psychologist said, that's the telltale signs of somebody being abused. They rip things and panicking, they talk, she was stuttering and everything and shaking. He said, that's a telltale sign of somebody's been abused. So they gave it a payout without even going to court. They got kicked out before it went to court in the end. They went to trial, and obviously the barrister said, which one was putting his hand up, you think? She went, I couldn't tell. She, I would be lying if I said it was him or him, but I just know both of them were on me, and I managed to escape and ran out of the house with no clothes on. I ran down the street and got the taxi driver got out of the police, and they got nicked. I know both of them. One of them, actually, after that, one of them got shot. Got shot the fuck. Big Charlie Potato, his channel, but we all know he's just a spank rat, drunken. Both of them are that, though, to be both of them that fucking daft cunt from Cork, and the other one we all know where he is, mate. Trying to be the big time Charlie, like you said there. Timmy B, he's a good lad. He's one of the people you want on your side. He's fucking loyal as a Labrador, I'm telling you. Your Labradors will never leave your house. Asian dogs, he's like that. I'm not saying he's a dog. I'm saying that loyalty, where respect, where you don't bother. Where if you were fighting 100 people, he'd rather die with you than actually run away and get away and save himself. He'd rather stand there to the death. Like most he's on here with us. But you get these fucking scumbags threatening women. Going to come, he's saying to me, telling you, Brian Cockerill, I'll cut your fucking throat from ear to ear. I'm going to do this to you, and I'm going to do that to you. But how come they're not getting done for this by the police? The cops are doing nothing. But I'll say, if you come to my house with violence, I'll be violent for violence, even if I have to fucking kill you on the doorstep to stop you getting to my wife and my dog and my brother. I'm being arrested and I've been charged for 15 months. I'm on bail for this, for what it is. Released from investigation for 15 months coming up next month. It's a fucking joke. The people in America, the gangsters over there said, what the fuck's going on in England? 15 months on bail for saying something. If you come to my house, and you never come. Brian wasn't physically fit to get out of the chair, and they know this. But what the fuck are they playing at? They're just trying to poke him with a stick, David said, my barrister friend. And he said, they're trying to get you to poke you with a stick so you'll say something stupid and get Rwanda's. But that's not going to happen, because we all know that. We all know this. We all know who's done it. And we all know who's backing him up. Was the Irish Bull. He's just done it again tonight. He's just made the case even better for me, stronger now. Made it even better for us now. Thank you very fucking much, you mug. There's only him in the world, in that area, we know. I don't know anyone in Cork. Either my family originally from that area. But why would a 30-year-old lad sit in the house every day and night on his own, not go out and live with his mum and his two daughters in the house? And he's not allowed to go near them two daughters because he's got an injunction off his partner who lives where she lives next door in the other house in the flat. He's not allowed to go in there unless she's with them. So he's not allowed to have his own daughters with him on his own because of the stuff he smokes and the shit he smokes right in front of his own children. Piece of fucking shit. Yeah, that's exactly what they want. I think he's already on one, mate. I've just got a feeling he's already on one, this cunt. I really think he's already on one, that fucker from over there. He's either done something where he's like robbed an old woman or something, and he's been in the papers, and that's why he's hiding in a little tiny village in Cork. That's what I think it is. I think he's really known somewhere, or he's upset people, and that's why he's hiding there. Fucking wrong. Because he said to me when I was talking, he said, me and my brother used to do street robberies. I went, well, armed robberies like I did. He went, no, not like you did, not like that. That's type of standard. Just armed robbery streets. And I asked someone, he said, what he means is somebody coming out of the post office. I went, what, old women and that, and would not. Well, that's probably your stamp, yeah, to get money for Brown and take it. That's what they do. These brownheads, they'll do anything to sell the backsides. They'll do anything for brown because they're addicted to it. It's a sad thing to say, but it's the truth. Oh, I've got one thinking a few feathers tonight, haven't I? Rattled a few feathers tonight. But why fucking sit in the bedroom on your own, sitting there thinking, that wasn't right, that wasn't right, this wasn't right, you've got to put it right. God's been in my head for about 2 weeks now, 4 weeks. I even dreamt about this said person about 4 days ago, and me seeing myself going there and say, look, I'm sorry about that, blah, 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 blah. And I had a vision of it. I have these visions all the time, me, like, you know, it's like half asleep and half awake, and I'll tell him or something. And every time I tell her, it happens 2 or 3 days later, like the COVID. I said, there's going to be a massive virus in the next 5 to 6 weeks. It's coming, and then boof, the COVID come. I've told her loads of things. When you won't believe it. You know that what you told me last night, it only happened. It's like what I told you about the refugees, the ones dying in the boats coming across the river. Remember I told you about the what do you call them? People coming into the country, immigrants coming into the country. I said, they'll only sit up when somebody dies in a boat like they did last time. So some poor fuckers died in a boat today. A young lad, a 16-year-old kid or something, going across the river into some place because the boat was too small or something for them all on it. And he fell off and drowned. It's fucking sad, but you can't have the immigrants coming into the country when there's fucking people on the streets dying, our own people. And sometimes it sounds horrible what I'm saying, but charity begins at home sometimes. You can't keep this country has given more money to Africa. All these years have been given to Africa. There's still not even anywhere fucking forward. All the money Bob Geldof gave them, Band-Aid give them, and there's still no further forward because they won't fucking get off their ass and learn to speak English and learn English and fucking get jobs and things. They just want to just sit there, do fuck all. And that's what's happened with Africa. They just won't fucking learn. They won't get them in schools and stuff and learn them how to be fucking intelligent enough to do jobs. You just want handouts and handouts and handouts, but you can't keep fucking giving handouts when you've got nothing left for yourself. So these people do-gooders doing all these things, but the thing is, there's people in this country fucking being in the army, giving the fucking lost legs and arms and living on the streets with nothing, and they're fucking begging off fucking money to get fucking drugs because they've been in the army, lost their arms and legs and stuff. They can't get a job because they're fucked. And this Tony Blair sacked about 80,000 when they come back from Afghanistan and Iraq. Sacked them all. Fucking terrible. I think it was 120,000 at the time. Now there's only 40,000 left. Out of 120,000 troops, there's only 40,000 left. China have got 5 million troops and 15 million in reserves. 20 million troops. How the fuck can you fight? How can 20,000 fight 20 million? Wake up, you silly bastards. You need to be going to these places like China and talking to them and negotiating and saying, look, can we all sit down together and can we all just help each other? Not self-set wars and bombs going off and he's bombing him and he's blowing him up. Sit in a room. Intelligent men can sit in a room, intelligent women and sit there and come to a compromise. You can work it out in a room. You don't need to have all this fucking carry on to and fro. If you need me to come and negotiate, I'll fucking negotiate. I'll fucking make sure it's right. Because you can't think. You haven't got the intelligence to fucking do it. You can see it as plain as I can see things in a second. I work it out. I think, oh, yes, they do this, and he does that, and she does that, and he does that, and that's it done. That's what I did in the council state. I'm going, use Ferguson's, use behave for this Joneses, and the Joneses, you behave for the Adamses, and fucking behave, or I'll end up fucking taking everything off your cars and everything. Now, fucking behave now. Next one, you just call trouble with the next family. I'm going to move these out of Teesside. No trouble. 30 odd years later, still no trouble between them. That was all because of the tax man. That's what he used to do, going to council seats where they're having arguments and fighting over this, that, and the other. What's it over $3,000? Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll pay the $3,000 to them. There's the $3,000 now. You leave them alone. There's your $3,000 back, and you fucking leave them alone. Now, for $3,000, I thought 20, 30 odd people had been, instead of all 20, 30 odd people arguing over $3,000 I was making that in a couple of hours a day in them days. I'll just give the $3,000 to that family. There's your $3,000 back, what they've stole off you. You know, pinch the car or something, smash it up. There's your $3,000 to get your car back on the road. And just walk away. Do we have to pay you back? No, you don't have to pay me back. I don't want the money. I've just told you. Just fucking stop carrying on with each other. They did a survey in the Daily Mirror I've got upstairs. And it says, who would you get? The fixer, Brian Cockerill, or would you get the police? And it's got a survey between the police and me, and the tax man won in the Daily Mirror. That was by Joe Anton Ivanovich, he was called. He was a Pulitzer Award journalist, and he worked in Afghanistan. Not Afghanistan. He lived in not Afghanistan. One before. What was it called? That big war, Bosnia, I think it was. Bosnia. He worked there, and he was on the BBC One, BBC ITN News or BBC One News, BBC One, I think it was. And he had a bulletproof vest on. The UN thing I had on. He worked with the UN people. He was a correspondent there, and he won a Pulitzer Award twice. He come all the way from London to see me, and he did a story about me being there. People are now going to people like Brian Cockerill, a fixer. Sounds right, yeah. Sounds about right for his blood. Yeah, that's what he does. That's his party piece. He knows, screaming, shouting on people, getting a few views so he can get a few more tins of fucking Kestrel lager. Fucking, what an embarrassment. Yeah, you can see how it comes in subconsciousness. I think when you're intelligent and your brain's firing on all cylinders, like I am now. I wasn't before. They were conning me before them because knowing I was ill and I was taking I was on fucking like morphine type tablets type of thing. I was taking, it was that bad. And fucking like oral morph 4 times a day at night approximately. Now I just take a tiny bit of oral morph on the night, or I might take a little bit on the show, tiny little bit, like about 0.2 mouthful, and I'm okay. My hands are freezing, but they're still good. Still can't feel no pain in them enough. Well, I'm still not there. I'm probably the 30% off, but I'm probably 70% better than I was when I was in the hospital. But these scumbags are getting scared now because the tax man's coming back. You can see them trying to get me jailed. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get me put away because they think if he comes looking for us, what we couldn't do. If the tax man comes, you're going to run like fuck. That's what you're going to do when I come to your door. I'll go to Ireland. I'll meet you in Ireland, you fucking scruffy tramp, smelly bastard. I'll show you who's going to cut who's up throat. You couldn't cut a sausage in half, you silly cunt, with a fucking standing knife. You're a fucking clown. You're all mouth and no action. See, these people shout the loudest, never ever fight. It's all talk. There's no walk. It's all talk the talk. There's no walk the walk. Because the talk, they've done it for years. So I'll fight you anywhere. I'll fight you. Come here. I'll fight you on the bridge. I'll fight you on the train station. They never turn up. What are you shouting for? I'm not 30 miles. I'm not fucking 500 miles away from you. But that's what it is. They're thousands of miles away in Ireland. And they think they're fucking clever because they're over there. They've got the way. He's backward in these days. His brother's backward as well. They're both street robbers, robbing old people's, old women's, burglars, old women's, you know them little bungalows, burglars, old women's bungalows. That's what they were doing, his brother. He got 5 years, his brother 4 to 5 times. His brother's got 5 years, 20 years in jail he's done for street robberies, snatching people's purses and shit. Malicious juvenile twat. Yeah, and bags now. That's what he is from an old woman. Exactly. You know why they do that to them people, Timmy B? The reason why they do it to them people, because they know they can get away with it, because they know the old 85-year-old man, 85-year-old woman can't hold the bag, can't hold on to it, and they do it. Known for a fact there's no comebacks. Because when the old people can't go in court and give evidence because their eyes are gone, they can't walk properly, they can't see properly, the vision's really poor, so when they're giving evidence, the old people can't. I'm not too sure, obviously, if it was him, I'm not, and then that's the case over, finished. Or they look at they get the medical record, can't see, you only got, couldn't see 25% or something, or it was a dark night, and they'll do it at night when it's fucking raining or windy or fucking dark, but there's no moon out, and they'll say, well, there's no light for them to see it was you. They use every trick in the book, smack rats, that's what they do. Everything in the book, I know loads of them have done it, I've had loads where I've had to fucking get them. And some of them I've let go because I felt so I can't hear him. He's going to fucking die for you. I remember my friend bashing one. He died of a brain tumor. Died straight away. Yeah, his head blew up, and he had a tumor. He had water in the brain. It killed him. They battered him that fucking much, but he was robbing old people's houses. And you know yourself, you go in there, see somebody's nana. There's no way I can hold back. Somebody hurt my mum, I would fucking kill him in a second. I wouldn't give a fuck who you are. I'd fucking kill you in a second. You cunt. My dad's gone now. I'd kill you in a fucking second. I'd absolutely torture you. I'd make it last for hours and hours. Hours and hours, I would, you could. You fucking scumbag, dirty bastards doing that to old people. You better get on there then to get played. Once the play operation, you better get on there. Yeah, thank you so much, Stephen. You have a great night, my brother. Love you all the world, mate. And I bet she beats you. When she gets older, she might be able to operate on a few people I know. But what the eyeballs she's taken out. She's a doctor. And the fucking veins and their ears off, and the nose is cut off, and the lips cut off. Let's see how clever they are with no lips and no fingers. David Gibson, Racing Lady. Real nightmares by the most learned. Look after your own truth. Own. No, right. Yeah. Yeah, people in power are all corrupt. Somebody said to me that, Stephen, the more powerful you go up the ladder, the more powerful. The more powerful the ladder, the more corrupt they are. And that's a true saying. That never a true saying. The more powerful politician. Look at that, Bill Clinton. I never had sex with Monica Lewinsky. No, she's lying. She's lying. Obviously, she's trained because he looks fucking brilliant. And then she was a pure. I don't know if she's been put in there, me, or somebody else to get him done. Or like good looking girl and probably like he fancied and all that shit. So put her in there and let him in there. Probably video and getting messages back. I don't know, maybe just be me, but conspiracy. That's what I'm like, conspiracy freak. So it seems a bit strange, but anyway, he was having sex, but she bought the things where he was having sex were on his knees. So he didn't get carpet bends on his knees. She only had them, the receipts of them. She had a dress with sperm on it. He said, I haven't done nothing. I haven't done nothing for ages. And he lied under Congress. Now, by law, if you're lying under Congress, against the law, it's like Ray Mallam when he lied in here. He should have been jailed. So she only pulls the dress out and went, well, this is his sperm that he obviously ejaculated on my dress when I was having sex with him. She kept it for ages and ages. So she now goes round. She's a millionaire now. She goes round. She gets 50. This was about 10 years ago. She's going around getting 50 grand a pop doing talks in women's doors. And she played him fucking like a hook, line, and sinker. Get on that fucking rod, you caught. She caught him, banked the rights. Yeah, Monica Lewinsky. And then look at the other ones. It's just never ending. There's that many fucking liars. Look at Tony Blair. That was an illegal war. That wasn't an illegal war. That was an illegal war. It was. It said, the barrister said, if that went to court, that there, it was an illegal war. There was never any weapons of mass destruction in the fucking place. There wasn't one. I'm not saying there wasn't, what they did was wrong, but it wasn't an illegal war. They never had any massive weapons of mass destruction. Not a single one was found by the UN or by the peace people. They went in there. There wasn't one single thing found. It was all made up to get in there and wipe him out. But he was a horrible cunt. They should have done it the first. Bill Clinton should have wiped them out when they were there the first time because he was horrible. He was a horrible cunt. I don't care once. What he was doing to them people was disgusting. And they was getting something like 99% of the votes. Come on. They fucking daren't vote. So they leave maybe 1 or 2% out to make it look like it's like people have got a choice. You didn't have a choice. You fucking voted for him or you were done in. The special guard, he had about 20,000 troops who were really naughty, like paratroopers in the SES. They were like them. They were like the Home Guard or something guard, National Guard or something they were called. They were really top troops. They got wiped out in the end, but the thing was, it's the same as him. That other one fucking in Africa, National Mugabe, he was a horrible cunt. He was horrible what he did to people. They never kill them because of the dictatorships. It's like Napoleon. They put him on the Elba, I think it was called. They put him on there to die on that island for about 40 fucking years or something. Napoleon was a genius. He always used to say, army marches on a full stomach, and he said, never, it's what I used to say, tinfoil, never interrupt your enemies while they're making a mistake. You just did another massive mistake tonight. You've just let the whole world at you and him are together still. So that's just made me realise I was right. Birds of a feather stick together. Romans, because we know why. They've got nowhere else to run, because no one else on YouTube wants to fucking know them. to the stick with the little gangs and that. Did you see that? They laugh at each other and think it's great what they're doing, but when they get caught, the both of them get caught together. It was him. No, it was him. It was him. Well, I've got this on him. But I've got this on him. But I've got that on him. I've got this on. You know, he said that. They'll have all the tape recordings of each other where they grass each other up to the police. And they'll get jailed both the daft cunts. So one of them will do a deal to grass the other one up. And that's what's happened now. Because he was on our side, that Irish bull, for ages. But it was all a scam all along. It was all a scam. And then he turned on Paddy Conroy, called him Paddy Conroy, all sorts. Just a fucking wrong one. I think I'm going to shoot, guys. I'm starving. I think my dinner's nearly done now. So thank you so much for everyone tonight. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I understand that. 2 months old, mate. We have an account. Yeah, we'll get to the bottom of it, guys. And another amazing night. 45 thumbs up. Don't forget to push the thumbs up before I go. 54 people on. If you push the thumbs up, I forgot to ask you tonight. Whoever's on who has pushed the thumbs up, please push them up. And whoever hasn't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel because it's getting us towards. We need to get 36,000. I think we've got 35,000, nearly 400. I think we're 25 off subscribers of 400. So if we can get up to that, it would be amazing. And be amazing if we could get up to that and try and get the 36,000. I want massive podcasts in the next few months. 2 massive ones next month, and I want another monster one the month after that as well. So everything's starting to go good now. Things are coming back. My fitness training's coming back. My physique's coming back. My strength's coming back. Everything, my neck, movement of my neck, it's not as bad. It's not tight and everything. So definitely getting better. But yeah, I had to get that out about the man in the shed. I can't sit here and let somebody get blamed for something I know fucking it's not true. I know it's fucking bullshit lies. It's fucking awful. And he's sitting there thinking, poor old cunt, he's sitting in that thing there, and whatever happened in the past was fucking 5 years ago or something. So forget about the past. Be a Christian, Brian. God's saying, shake his hand and say, look, let's be friends and move on. Be Christian. And I think that's the best thing to do. You know, instead of just fucking being bitter or hateful or whatever, and just move on. It just proves how much a proper man I fucking am if I do something like that God said to me. Shows the whole world what a proper person you are, and you are a Christian. So thank you so much. For fuck's sake, I'm getting the thing. Can't get it on. Can't do it. Come on. Oh, you fucking prick, I am. Oh, that's the wrong one again. I've done it. I hate computer. This is, and then that's it. I was going, he's sending me loads of messages every day. I can't even use a computer. I've got to send an email.